Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night, worldwide, renegade there. Renegade man, not afraid man, not the wilderness, keep it real and honest, no tabloid. All right, so here what we come to talk about this morning now, breaking news. Bank of Jamaica pump 40 million US to stabilize the dollar. Get a runway, it's a runway now. I don't know what they're going to do to keep that, or how long they're going to do that. Yeah? They might try to fight inflation. 40 million US, it's a 6.4 billion that them pumping at that just now to stabilize it. Remember, all them tell us that the dollar stabilize and we have like 6.1 billion US. Sit down and yes, still the Bank of Jamaica pump money. So more this was a question to here. Yeah. So if you have that in a reserve, you have the foreign reserve, now all you pump money to stabilize this that it no runway. It make any sense to no? Make them draw on a card too, Make them draw on a card, No got that alone. They same way in Henry now, PIOJ, them come out, them came out, and them say the food price gone through the roof in the last month. This month worse. And it's higher than that too. Higher than that. Yes, man, higher than what them attack. So I'm gonna play that, make on the ear. Then we see Andrew Onis out I say I'm gonna start give the grant in a January. Me see my copy what we are telling about, like Operation Pride and the land where my going to start about. Remember him that try to put our people off a land, no him say, he might come to you and make you try to get title. You see, he might do some early campaign from now, and I do foolishness. When everything gone through the roof. And by the way, PIOJ, we hear you say, I'm going to show you the lie what PIOJ just put out. I'm going to play them and you hear them blatant lie. Yeah. You understand? I'm going to play it and you're going to hear it blatant. The blatant lie. You see me I say? Yeah. I'm going to leave. Well, that you're right there, so we don't have no time for the food. What do you mean by you guys are unfortunate? We're not unfortunate. Why you don't write that? Gonna leave, we don't have no time for your foolishness, Maybe just tell if I'm now. Yeah? Run here, so we run here and this here and there. Just know where you're right, run here, so yeah? Run here, so we don't have no time for your foolishness. I'm a talk about my body from now. Yeah. Yeah, no, man. We could just have to leave right now. Gonna leave, just leave. We don't have no time for una on the foolishness. Don't write. Listen me, run here, so we don't do tabloid. Don't come on and write nothing at all. I mean, this one I running away, You understand? Yes. Remember, me not play people, Just don't come on and write nothing. Can't like nobody I look no friend. Me not friend people. Me not play people none at all. That's what how me move. All right. Yeah. Them not understand me, Me a fever. Hey, me a weaver where no go away, Yes. All right. So make we start this now. Yeah, man. Morning, Gary. Your family. Oh. So this is show us the Jamaica gone. You only know see nothing yet. Remember me telling you all these things. I'm gonna use it again. Let me tell them again. Me tell you say light bill go up and water. It must. Impossible for it not to rise. Now, like my brethren, so I ask them already. Oh, you are give them to go ahead, but them don't want to put the money one time. Yeah. So them get 7% from last month. It's in this month bill. So much them put on this month. More and if I do 7%, them are spread right across. That give 42% increase. Or it are higher than that, maybe 60% increase. Because enough people can't pay that bill. But the truth is it have to go up. It have to go up. So and I like you can't say, well, the product me not do, they must spend too much money and they must borrow money for put it. It all go up. Not follow what the government has say. Anything what them say, otherwise that be lie. Lie. You understand? And we know the foolishness with them. Yeah, man. Yeah, Carl Mitchell, big up yourself. Say it bless. Maybe healing up. Can you have a time me just scale up the idea? Maybe just healing up fast now. Yeah. Yeah. Minty, big up yourself. Saying Anthony R. Up. Yeah. Yeah, man. Karine, bless up. Hey, Barry G, Mama So, big up on yourself. Pamela, me see you there. So Muriel, King, me I go up there so I go look on me as well. You know, yes. This one push it, but everybody bless. See? But this is where I go on. Listen now, people. More you listen them two things. One yesterday evening and one today, Panagia, right? We make news. More want to listen keenly. The guy from PIOJ, that guy, yeah, Shagbas, Bagwan, big up the whole of London, you know, which part of London? West London, East London, where? Big up yourself, man. Remember, we know all about, you know. See? Big up yourself, Shagbas. All right. See? The guy I make we know, say, the guy from PIOJ, Wayne Henry, the pirate. I say, on the other side, electricity and thing, you get lower price in electricity. That's a lie. South, big up the whole of South, man. South London, big up on yourself. Yeah, man. Zane, I lie, I tell. Kingston store, where I go on. Yeah. Well, we not even, no, we not say them to invest their money because the money have to invest in a Jamaica for give current because they want to make money. You understand? Yes. Silver for billet. But me understand what you say. Because the investment that. If you even not foreigner, you have a hotel there, you still invest that money. Although you look, because you know, invest money for gain money neither. You see me as a farm? Yes. All right. Make a look on this. Hear this morning and this should just show you how Jamaica stay right now. Right? Look on this. Hear this. When you hear this,
surged sharply in November as the impact of Hurricane Melissa pushed consumer prices to their highest monthly increase in more than a decade. The Statistical Institute of Jamaica, Statin, says the All-Jamaica Consumer Price Index rose by 2.4% in November 2025. That's the largest one-month increase since September 2013 and matches the spike recorded in August last year after Hurricane Beryl. The main driver of the increase was food prices. The Food and Non-Alcoholic Beverages Division jumped by 6%, led by steep increases in produce.
All right, so if food and alcoholic beverages for last month and it increased, and now the light bill, I'll put on it for this month, everything blow out through the roof. Through the roof. You can hear them tell lies, starting. I want thing if you stop that. See, JPS put out them thing and them tell you, them put out, remember last month, remember this, starting. You come and put out this, until we say JPS cut them price. Here's a piece of shit again. Not my word. But make the people them hear it. Remember I play the JPS after this. Remember last month. Remember the 28th of October. We have the hurricane. The whole of last month, JPS put the money upon the people them bill already. 7%. A matter of fact, it will raise to the next 6 months. Like a step every month. 7. We don't know much to December yet, you know. If I 7 or 10. So we want to ask, I don't know much to January yet, if I 12 or 15. But people are hardship just, hey, I don't know how they manage. Listen this. Listen how starting lie though. Listen how them lie. Continue.
Prices for vegetables, tubers, plantains and pulses climbed by more than 19%, with tomatoes.
More than 19%, but them just use the word more. We put 19. But some of them things are gone up more than 100% here. Some of them more than. Mr. People are cut piece of sweet pepper. How much you see it for? Some of them are gone more than 100. You were starting though. The guy Wayne Henry still a play politics. Remember we see the thing every day. Himself the last month we asked Kirk. Andre we asked. See, himself gone up more than 19. So if you argue with him, he could have said, well, me say more than 19. You know tell me say more than 100. Eh? See there? 1,200 a pound. How much was fight before before that? So we know start not tell a lie. Them have to show us something we know a lie them tell you. Continue.
Pumpkin, sweet peppers, hot peppers, and cucumbers among the hardest hit.
Yeah.
Fruit prices also rose sharply, with the fruit and nuts category up 8.8%, reflecting higher prices for papayas, watermelons, and akis.
So not what 300% to 300% that 300%. So you have something at 400, and you can we are 1200, and you have about over 19%, sir. Yes, sir. Here this continue.
Ready-made foods and other food products increased by 16.4%, driven mainly by higher scallion prices.
So the percentage where PIOJ give it, it's wrong. It's enough time higher than that. See, that high by itself, but me I tell you where I say, John, it's enough time higher than this. But this is what we are telling us, that people can't buy food or nothing right now. The country gone. And now Andrew is going on another PR where I say, stop, brother. Get rid with the people then. Stop the PR. Bank of Jamaica make we question it here, so. Yeah? This is where Andrew run pan. We have the biggest reserve. I can play that. So if you have a reserve, but the bank itself, if you have spent 40 million US for pump up the money, feet now devalue overnight. How long you gonna keep on putting money for pump it up? How long? How long you pump money in that? Feet now devalue. That means the reserve now stand for nothing. If you have the reserve still, say when the money are running, yes, but you have the reserve, but it's still a devalue. It can't stay. It's soon gone over 200. At them time that, them time the people are feeling it. Don't follow what Andrew say. Andrew just, it's an A1 liar, And when them do PR, this is the reality. Continue.
Meanwhile, housing-related costs provided some relief. The index for housing, water, electricity, gas, and other fuels fell by 1.3%.
So that's a lie. The guy said, for last month, the index for the fuel and the water, and it fell by 1.5%. Play it back.
Housing-related costs provided some relief. The index for housing, water, electricity, gas, and
electricity fell by 1%, people. This drunkard, anyway, you have to listen to me. You have to stop this. Think before you put out them garbage. That's why I say you listen to the company itself, like JPS. So we anyway is a big piece of shit. Right? This is what we anyway put out. JPS raised them things from last month. People are get higher bill. No, them put on 7% for the whole of November, and then it'll raise more than 6 months coming up. Every month it'll go up. They must spread it out. So you say electricity drop. PIOJ get electricity down when it actually gone up. You say you can't catch them with lies. You say you can't catch them with lies. Ijabal, let me play this again. Hear what I'm saying? Yes, so remember this just come out this morning, and I play what JPS put out. But this is where the guy them on a PIOJ, remember them not have the business, but them to speak truth. This is how them lie. Listen.
higher scallion prices. Meanwhile, housing-related costs provided some relief. The index for housing, water, electricity, gas, and other fuels fell by 1.3%.
Fell by 1.3%. Electricity gone down. According to this, yes, still the people them put out this from yesterday. Remember play about electricity. Remember play it back. I'm going to play this and listen. And that's why we can't believe in a PIOJ when them put out. And by the way, them 16% and 8% and 19%, those are lies. Those are all lies. You understand? Yeah, listen this.
Water, electricity, gas, and other fuels fell by 1.3%, largely due to lower electricity rates.
Due to lower electricity rate? Let me hear this, people. This is what
Customers who have power will be paying more as the Light and Power Company today confirmed a 7% hike on December bills tied to November consumption.
To November, remember 1 month. 1 month I had since. Remember, you know, November bill. The December bill I have, you get now. But yes, the PIOJ say a lower consumption in electricity drop. You saw them lie. Do what kind of lie this the guy weighing in with them I put out? When you appear, hear this, hear this. So your bill jump from 7,000 to 17,000 plus. But here we and these people have a protest and leak out against these lies. The guy when Henry get fired now. You might go on bad. Him is a piece of shit. You can't believe so them, hey, these guys, all him do is sit down and put out wrong information. No. PIOJ is not public service, you know. It's not JPS. But JPS have put out a tell you say them have to raise it and them raise it from day one. To the money where them have spent. But according to PIOJ, for last month, where you have to pay like a higher bill now, you have to pay a higher bill. Them say last month, JPS dropped the bill. Me just play it. Nobody can make up that. Yeah. That's a disinformation, brother. Yeah. That's a disinformation. No, just miss. But that is disinformation. That's a right out lie. Look up for disinformation. Yeah. Look up the meaning for disinformation. This is how the guy win and way. This is how the guy win and way. I put out and I tell people like, continue to tell people like, the JPS put out this. This is how we win and with them put out this man in PIOJ. But JPS, I tell you, say your bill will go up for the next 6 months straight before it stabilizes. Eh? So, remember them I raise the money and them how you are, you know. But PIOJ, somehow, me tell you, say them not right it. Everything where the guy them put out is fake. PIOJ guy we anyway, again, Andrew Minian, he put out, say, poverty rate cut from 8.2%. Poverty in Jamaica, you know, poverty. It cut from 8.2 to 7.8 just now. Remember last year, Andrew being buried, you know, and the thing. Remember we have two decrease last year. Remember we have recession, depression. No recession, depression. Right? Right? Yes. So this alone to show you we have declined 2 consecutive quarter, and that's a depression. Really is a recession. The guy at Bank of Jamaica call it technical recession. We call it depression. Right? Yes. See? Where's the Merlin? Yeah, man, Wagwan. You good? See? So when we come tell we lie, blatant lie again. The guy when we tell the guy when we just tell we this morning so on electricity bill gone down. When the opposite, it will go up every month. You see you can't follow them. You cannot what starting to put out where PIOJ are starting them to put out now, you can't follow them. So this is what JPS say.
The Office of Utilities Regulations says the adjustment was anticipated as JPS had to rely on more expensive fuel sources for generation because natural gas was unavailable in the period leading up to and immediately after Hurricane Melissa.
So that's a lie, but we don't follow them because if it said it they're leading up to Melissa, they natural gas said no abundant. It did enough. Abundantly. It did enough. Yeah? So I lie them I tell, but we could go on with this.
Nakinsky Robinson tells us more.
Listen this.
In the immediate aftermath of the hurricane, President and Chief Executive Officer of JPS Hugh Grant had warned of a possible upward movement in bills.
Yeah, Lynette, pick up yourself.
Due to the fuel mix, independent power producers being unable to burn alternate diesel oil and the need to burn less efficient fuel to ensure the security of the grid and what you call security dispatch, there could be potential upward pressure. The good news is we're working with the OE.
But this are the JP. All right, so here what me do now. That's why we don't go with second-hand smoke. It kill you, you know. I mean, not smoke. Now, me want your JPS. And them I raise the money. And I remember, it's impossible for them not to go up with the price. Because when you throw everything, you know, you can't have a entity around. And remember, you have power up the whole place. And like 1/3 of your thing down. Them have some iron tower. Them have a building back, you know. It's not cheap. Where you say unique rate. Yes. See, them have a building back. No, it them cost money. The wire, the people, them are work and everything. I remember, oh, they make back the money, you know. Them borrow money now, just borrow money. Oh, they make back the money, yeah, from the customer. I remember before even the wicked, remember say like 25% or so, them borrow like from JPS. Them not pay feet, them borrow it. Then I get back, you know, them borrow it. You know, and the borrow them are borrow it, them don't really have the money for it. That's why them borrow it, and it borrow permanently until you can't stop them. Yeah, you know, some places them borrow it permanently. Them yeah, extract, them a borrow, them hide and borrow, like what Andrew said. Andrew said it, you know, so we just use it. So JPS to get paid for that. So, you know, the people them have to carry the burden. Like you will pay light bill, you will pay light bill. No, you have to carry the burden upon that because the government allow them to even put another part of that upon them. Which the whole burden should depend on the government because, you know, when you are pay you still have to pay tax, pay money and everything. An entity, you have to protect it. You understand? Like how you have to protect the people in Jamaica too. And every other business place. Can them have to pay tax, you know? Them have to do them thing, you know, you understand, you have to protect them, but the government do a slap it up on that. So the people them now make no money night and you know them are borrow little light. So JPS put it per your bill already. Melt it up and put it, because them have to recover some of them money there. If it go bankrupt. Now 1/3 of them thing mash up completely and some of that thing damage on them, but them have to try and fix. Them have to try and get back the money and pay it back in 5 years. Yeah. And enough more things. Plus, them have them whole workers who work permanently with them, but them have to pay the maintenance crew. Them have to buy the oil, the fuel, if you run that, if you make electricity. So it have a raise. And when PUMPUS come out and talk about him give them a 5% and no raise, PUMPUS are idiot. You understand? PUMPUS have no sense. So we now listen to PUMPUS. You understand? We not listen to him. Yeah, man. Soon call me up on my live here. Soon call as me done. Yes. Yeah, man. I'm see me live. Yeah. I'm a granddaughter, me look funny, you know. Yeah. Yeah, school. Yes. Yes. Just get them in, you know. Yeah, school of grand, I think, sir. Yes. Say, yes. Yeah, super granddaddy, you know, you have go and see where I go on. PUMPUS now with him live. PUMPUS with him bag of lie. Yeah? Yeah, PUMPUS with him bag of lie. Come out and one bag of thing and him give the money and you know that they're not for raise, but see trace yeah. So we know say PIOG I tell me lie now. Say, you know, also you get a break because you get a break when the electricity down. That's a lie. That's a blatant lie. And by the way, the item what them do, I tell about 16% and 8%. Jamaican work so 300%, 200 and 400% the thing them gone up. Yeah. Put can't buy. So, yeah, Sasha, where's the Manchester food can't buy? Yeah. You understand? Hear this.
You are on other agencies to minimize that potential impact.
President and CEO of JPS, Hugh Grant.
So me I listen to the CEO, not second-hand smoke, Wayne Henry, but the CEO of JPS, I tell you, and the OUR, me no want hear from PUMPUS and him lie, you know. And then wanna look on a bill. Look on the bill. Yeah. More people are going to borrow. And then, but hear this. The more people borrow in a Kirk, when you pay, and more people go borrow and you are pay, them are going to show now. Because although borrow, them are charge you for the more people borrow, brother. Pound where them are charge already, you know. You know, right? You know. So when you are pay now, yeah, and it'll go upon you, you got more burden because more people can't pay. Them are going to up off and go borrow. Them are going to borrow. I just say them hide and borrow. And them friend and them hide and borrow from them friend JPS. So more people are hide and borrow from them friend like what Andrew only say. Yeah. Yeah. You understand? Turtle bore you. What? Yeah,
In its assessment, the OUR said, among other things, the hurricane resulted in an approximately 30% reduction in sales, which contributed significantly to the increase in the fuel and independent power producer rates. Together, these factors could have translated to a big hike in the November 2025 bills.
So what I must say, it could have translated in a bigger hike. Not the 7%, but they must spread it out. When them say so, we know what you what Andrew only say. Remember, this are the company themselves attack and the chairman. Will anyway, him not avoid him is a piece of shit. Remember just tell him that up front. Him is a, him need two, him don't even brethren them and him don't need no zinc to be a perfect shit house. Him a that. Right? So we and we none and void right here. None and void. Null and void. Right? When them a put up Pierre OJ, you cannot follow that for judge. No, you go right to the source. And you know where we are going. Him a play politics. This is the reality. You see one person will say them pay 7,000 and them bill gone to 17. That they look like that on a 17%. Because if you pay 7,000 and it double, you know, you got how much percent that you got? Eh? If you got 100%, you know, it a double up. That 200%, you know where you're going. See? So that on a 7%, you could not pay for more than 100% the person that pay. You double up. You understand? You're gone. All right. So it's a 7%, but people are paying from 7,000 and whopping 10,000 more gone on it. That is more 100% that. Eh? Yeah. That's 100 enough to see? Yes.
However, in a bid to ease the plight of the public, the utilities regulator says JPS, in consultation with the OUR, has opted to defer some of the increase in fuel and IPP costs and recover it by spreading it over the upcoming months.
Over the upcoming months. So what them do, instead of them raise it one time, give a 50% increase or a 60%, they must spread it over the coming months. Everybody want increase over over the upcoming months. So you not get to yet. So when you have feel December, by January you feel December and November bill, you get the next increase. By February the next one. Every month it add on them a push more increase. You just see a bill a climb. And JPS a move smart by the way. Them now come and tell you how much they might increase by. That make it bad. Continue.
That means the average residential customer who consumes 165 kilowatt-hour per month would see a bill adjustment of approximately $655 on the previous bill of about $9,000.
But all that, you know, see that gone up. Yeah. No, yeah, well, you listen now. Hear this, Kirk. It can be a confusion with JPS. As long as you crunch number, you will listen to you can't listen to the government, you know. All right. The best way to get real data and know what people are doing, you go to the source yourself. So you know, past the source, JPS and the OUR we're going to give them the increase. I'm going to listen with PUMPUS and say that be a goddamn jackass. The reason why we play PUMPUS to just show him lie. I know him can spin things and them lie. As the government. What them I say and the reality. See? When you want about the dollar, you must say, we unstable. You just go to Bank of Jamaica. And you see everything when them attack is bullshit. Yeah, dollar week. You pump money in it. Fear try to keep it stable. So me do my things. I'm going to give them an idea what me do, you know. Me like go to the source. Me I listen with the source and say what them I do. So PIOJ under the source, you know. Then me put and you use them for go look at some little thing, but when you do know you go to the source. Leave from that and go to the source so you can see the live from PIOJ and what them a spin. Yeah. You understand? Yes, sir. So what JPS I do, the more, all right. So Turtle Boy, the most money, all right. What you just say? Most Jamaican are going to stop pay them bill. So how they get back money from JPS? Back our money attack. Now what JPS I do, it's still a half customer. But the big boy, the man thing, you have some people are locked on, them now just come sting it. So you know, when you are carry the burden, we get a care and pay that. So like put one them place them are pay it. Yeah. Or them we pay the loan. Them are hike up. Remember, you know, who depend JPS, so you know them still have customer, them are suffer. JPS. They don't know that already, man. You understand? Them are going to suffer. Cause, why me depend on the live here, no cause, why go on? Yeah, man, me depend on the live here. Oh, yeah, man, all right. Them have to knock you up, now for knock you up, cause you see the whole of them to mash up. The whole line up. You go down there? Yeah. You show me a picture, send a picture, come show me, man. Send down there and get a picture, yeah, man. Yeah? All right, yeah, all right, coach, cool. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. This information will start the release. Okay. So, all right. So, my brother, you know, said, so PIOJ and Stat, the two of them, no good. So, I start the release that one. Stat, you no good neither. Because PIOJ get it from Stat too. So, then our release, it's bogus. So, we and Henry and Staten, the two of them are crap. You can't take what them release for nothing. You have to go do your own. You have to go to the sources. You see what I say, Michael? So you have to go to the sources because when them release, it don't make no sense. You just release and tell me, say, Staten, we and Henry them have it because they have to appear them thing that them do. Because Staten have to feed PIOJ. When them release, none of them make sense. Staten and PIOJ, what have got change, you know? We not mislead the people, them brother. Brothers and sisters down there, so. We and Henry and all. Yeah? We're not terrible. Yeah? Food gone up more than a beer 100 and 200% and 300%, but it's a 19 and 8 and think that's a lie. Yeah? And by the way, electricity not drop, it gone up. Hear them tell them as predator, so we no can't have something to release one thing. No, when JPS themselves are released, and I tell the people them say them for brace. For bigger increases over next 6 months period. That no make no sense. Continue.
Has opted to defer some of the increase in fuel and IPP costs and recover it by spreading it over the upcoming months. That means the average residential customer who consumes 165 kilowatt-hour per month would see a bill adjustment of approximately $655 on the previous bill of about $9,000. The OUR, in approving the adjustment, notes that given the scale of the disaster, it may take up to 6 months for electricity generation costs to stabilize.
See that? Electricity. generation cost now go stabilize. It might take 6 months. It might take more. It might take a year. So one of those brace the higher light bill every month. So because them must spread it out. And it approve. It approve. It approve. So a sufferation that can remember, you know, if you don't work with 100,000 now, you have to pay a little rent out of that. And you have some little police and some nurses and things, and them pay some rent or them mortgage, and them work with 200,000. Just put it there so. And you have to spend 100,000 for your mortgage or 120,000 for your rent. And then your light bill is the next 20,000 or 25,000 out of that 125, and plus if you go back and work and then the youth them to go to school. Remember, you don't have the money for even for the month. Now when your light bill kick up on you, then you know, it's gone at 40,000, and then every month it go up till 360. Oh, you manage. And remember, you know, when the light bill gone up, remember, you know, when you go to a supermarket now, you know, the food high. And I drop them there, drop it, I go up more. I remember say, oh, the supermarket make them money off for the food where them are selling, you know, the items. So them have to mark them up. If you pay them light bill and pay the water rate and pay everything. You see? Yeah. So if we're starting them away and end with them I put out this garbage. Yeah. So right now, people, I don't know how them are manage. See? And then Andrew always I tell people, say no, you must listen to nobody per line. Because them I tell like, no, the line is smarter that per earth. The king of fly. I tell people say it's like a food and bread. I can play that when me done. Everything around the country collapse. Remember me tell you, remember you know. This around the country, the light, we are run everything. The pastry, everything gone up. Flour mill not use X amount of thing there. So when them sell, have to go up. Wholesale and supermarket, them have to go up. But you have the same pay. You have the same pay. But I have no value. See? Continue.
And for energy consumption to normalize, it says given the likelihood that further adjustments could be a shock to customers, it has urged JPS to discuss the IPP and fuel charges with OUR before they're applied over the next 6 months.
So if we just discuss it before them applied. Brother, boy, it's a hard time. Remember going a year? It's a hard time. I remember, if you have a little work now, you can't ask somebody about no raise a pay when you not make it, you know, when them have a higher overhead. So let's pay more work. Yeah? The country in our hole. And you know what country in our hole? The guy them from Staten and from Pierre OJ, them that talk the truth, them a follow what government a do. You are some lackeys and wimp and wankers. See? And yes, guys. See? Yes. For the government. And spread propaganda and lies. And this is the reality. Look here. Look here. So Bank of Jamaica tell you, remember, you know, all this one, hey, my brethren, I want to talk to you upon this, you know. I want to talk to you upon this. All this one upon that. So we have the biggest reserve. So all the reserve can't stop the money from devalue. Why the Bank of Jamaica will keep the reserve? Because they the reserve there. If you pump money to try to stabilize the dollar. When you see why me I tell you say the 16,000 now will not get more minimum wage, it can't clip your 20. Eh? You see it? Yes. Look at food, look here.
Then for the things in my supermarket, $600 for 3 tomatoes.
Me tell you, say, start near put out something wrong. Because $600 for 3 tomatoes. Look, 3, 1, 2, 3. Supermarket this. Starting, and it worse than this. Can we get this before? It worse than this. Now, start what I'm doing with starting and PIOJ. Look on this.
1 cucumber, $640.
1 cucumber. 1. Yeah? See them there? 1. Yeah, look here.
Look here, 1 salad. And the salad now I'm back for now. $628.
1. 628. One. one promiturator. Salad, yes. Yes, watch out.
Not to mention the sweet pepper, guys. $731. I love sweet pepper, but that
I miss one with piece, where all day, them now get one. And this another big sweet pepper neither, the big one them. 700 for that thing just look at.
is also going on a hold. Let me show you. Cabbage, 100 and basically 1.5, and this how much? This look like probably about 3-4 pounds. So everything expensive in supermarkets, my dear. Every little thing. This is lettuce, $700.
So you can't really eat healthy neither. Because one little tray with one little things. So what them do is break it down for you. You know, where they naturally buy for that money there. Them give for the same money though, but them take out everything else and leave one little piece. So. Eh? One cucumber, 600. You're dearer than that right now. What you say? Boy, they might tell you how much money they might import for now. Yeah. You see me I say? Yes. So see it now. See what we are talking about. Me know man. Me know that already, man. Me know, man. Me say it, man. Both of them. Both of them will be it. Me say it, man. See? So this, as I said before, I tell my virgin, so I say it already. So, as I said before, Staten and PIOJ, the two of them, I bench and bottom. Because PIOJ get this from Staten, anything where Staten put out at PIOJ, I put out set speed. You look where them get it from a Staten. So, them, Wayne Henry, are over there, so they are minions. Yeah. No, it doesn't start, Sasha. This doesn't start, that worse, you know. Better now come right now. And make I show you something. And them alone I feel it, you know. Look who I feel it now. When I tell you, say we have too much skinny kids. We have Salana books. Yeah, man, bless up. Cabal, bless. When them I say we have too much skinny kids, look here now. All I want to out to loot CMC, yes, you know, look here.
Happening with Michael Lee Chin and National Commercial Bank Jamaica, NCB.
By the way, people, we don't have to make a run on the bank because remember I have the most shares. That's why I'm turning the chairman. But the man seat him now because he can't pay a fee bill. And him Andrew they put there to him at the madly, you know. Where everything does go anywhere, anything Andrew touch can. Look here.
Michael Lee Chin is a Jamaican-born billionaire investor and a major shareholder behind NCB Financial Group, the parent company of National Commercial Bank Jamaica. Yes. He doesn't own the entire bank, but he controls the largest block of shares, which gives him major influence at the top. Right now, his companies owe over $94 million to a group of bondholders. If that payment isn't made by the deadline, the bondholders can legally take his shares, which means Lee Chin could lose control of NCB Financial Group. But here's the part Jamaicans need to hear clearly. This does not affect customers' money. Your savings, your accounts, and your loans at NCB are completely separate from his personal or corporate debt. The only thing at risk is who controls the bank at the board level, not the money inside the bank. So in short, a billionaire shareholder may lose control, but National Commercial Bank Jamaica remains stable, and your money is safe. Follow Made in Jamaica for more.
All right, so that's true. That's true.
Here's what's happening with Michael Lee Chin and
so I may lose that. You understand? So that's true. So your money, him now, yes, but him now as a chairman and what have you. Because I'm going to find out. I don't know him lose so much, but don't think that have a super Lee Chin. You can't tell me something about what really happened to you because you sell your yacht. But that money there, a 300 million, so you couldn't pay out of that. How are you that pay down so better? Hey, I can't where you going with Lee Chin now? Where you buy what? No one knows that people sell that car. Where you said to me? Hold on there. In Hanover, hold on. Well, hey, Jamaica, they're the best, you know. So what do them cut the cucumber? Come on, to buy a hold on, man. At the first me I hear this. So you just cut a cucumber and put in the fridge. Them cut and them really cut. Sell half pound of cucumber. It's a small one. Oh, it's small. Eh? It's a small cucumber. Barbara Bagwan. You're up. Yes. No, but him not gonna get that. I watch him carefully. Yeah. You understand? Yeah, man. When you say mouth for lose, when you say mouth for lose the control of NCB, so well on, them weigh the cucumber on scale. So you have some small one we have pound. At that them weight and then them say the half pound night for $300. So what? But if you me have fret about though. We have some people right now who can buy toothpaste. We are having to feed them out now. Can't squeeze that go up. Eh? No, the squeeze that go up, you know. Yes.
A warning this afternoon for Jamaican car buyers to be on
I want to put up this too. Because we have to protect what people them. Well, may I put up that. Let me see what I want to put up again too. Yeah, because the car buyer thing there, but I have to put up that, you know. Attention, let me see this. Maroon. Oh, I carry that later. I want to carry that later too. I want a leaching thing, but I want to put up too. I want to put up a leaching thing. Yeah, because leaching. Let me put up that later. Let me see if I hit this. Hear this. Yeah, I want to put up this. So I put up something else with leaching. But I make gonna hear what Andrew own is. I tell people now. Him out they know the guy act like a prime minister. First ever hear this, you know. Andrew the lightest thing we ever walk on the earth. Andrew own this. No two way about it. Andrew, what we do, we dissect you. Go on here, so come in the tabloid. Now do the tabloid. $1 $700. This bad, you know. Yeah? All right. So this is what Andrew I put up here now. Here where Andrew put up. Yes, some people. Here where I tell people.
And I'm saying it here, who are vested in telling you lies.
Andrew, remember be a liar tell. Be a liar tell. Me don't know what him thinks, my God. Because nobody now listen to your brother. Who listen to your goddamn at some licky wanga God. Belly can put on scrape up, digest, never eat and put on chichi wap wap wap. Set a nastiness, listen to your brother. Nobody now listen to you. I attack him, attack social media, you know. Hear this now. And it don't make no sense. Hear this. Hear this.
There are those people, and I'm saying it here, who are vested in telling you lies to mislead you. For what reason? I don't know.
So why people just tell people lies to mislead them? When they talk to them same friends and family and everything. Eh? And why people don't follow you when you talk all kind of things and nothing go so better? You destroy the place and all you do is do PR and tell lie. It's prove over and over again. From one room to two room, everything come out of the sky. Him spin it and tell lie. But now it a knock him, you know. So him attack social media. We not allow that neither. Anybody listen to you what I said and believe in a way. Because we dissect him, you know. But remember, you can't believe in a way Andrew said, can't be a lie and tell. 24 hour right through. They're king of lies.
Maybe they want the country to descend in chaos. They don't like to say law and order.
So them lied, so they want the country. All that. So why the people them, you don't want to see the country, them are tell you lie because they want the country to descend in chaos. That's a lie. So you don't know why you tell the people them this? Eh? A small cucumber, okay. You hear what I'm just saying, why? You can't believe that this guy says he's a prime minister when we have the election. Can never win the election yet, you know. We can't tell him this. No two way about that. Everything from Shah election, him always do some dishonesty. So him cannot be trusted. It's there. All the Shah talk about it coming off him. Never win an election yet. Yeah. And by the way, I tell Michael yesterday, last night, I tell Patrick, I tell you right now. You see what we are talking about from 62 till now, prime minister who win 3 terms. 2 prime minister win 3 terms, you know. Michael Manley and Patterson. Michael Manley the 2 and then him come back and win. And next 3 terms. Never Uncle Prime Minister served 3 terms. That one you thief the term there. So we know him now win them. Yeah? Patterson get him 1 mandate and win 3 times. Michael win 3 times. We know nobody even mention about Michael 3 times. See, I gonna never win an election. See, I put him in that. Remember them thief ballot box and do all kind of things. And people come and say 2 times, no, Michael never run. And that's the truth. In a 83. Same does go and a post. Even 80 election, I don't like him win it. Michael just slow it because, you know, them want just want to kill half of people, them and continue. But they say, I see them release it there. You understand? See? So, Uncle Prime Minister, when you have to tell him the truth, and I like him win a 3 terms. So when I say 3 terms and middle 3 terms, Michael Manley and Patterson. Michael win 3 terms. 3 terms. Yeah? 3 terms. That win more time and the place that nice if them never do what them do. Them for charge for treason. And you for charge for treason too. Continue.
I'm saying to you, be careful of the information that you consume.
Look what yeah, hear this? You go to people and then you learn to tell them, me don't know who you attack to, who that listen to you and you on this. Who would have listen to Andrew and believe in what this everything this guy do is PR, you know? This guy the lightest thing we ever about the earth and a joke me I make. It that serious. And Andrew I tell you to be careful. But let me play about that. And talk about chaos. Let me play him back again. In serious?
Lies.
Lies.
To mislead you. For what reason? I don't know. Maybe they want the country to descend in chaos.
For what reason, I don't know. Maybe they want. You're gone, you're fine gone. Descend in chaos. Hear this.
They don't like to see law and order.
When they don't like to see, for what am accountable, that make, you don't like to see law and order? Me think when you have a government, you have an opposition or anybody for hold the government accountable. Him say it. These are the same guys say for hold prime minister hold them accountable. That's why you cannot follow him. When they were in opposition of that, him say, me have it. Say you like a prime minister. And then when they call you for hold them accountable. And that's what I do. Eh? Me say play the video. I'm going to play it.
Saying to you, be careful of the information that you consume.
Yeah, they clean that one. One got it. Achoo. So no big and fool. Eh?
Information is like food.
Yeah, there. You know, them yes, what the answer, you know. Come up with a little Christmas thing. Watch out.
Consume bad food, it will make your body unhealthy.
Yeah, there.
If you consume bad information, it will make your mind unhealthy. So
when I talk is bullshit, people, because hear this now. In the world you have good and bad, and you have to know both. Because if you don't know both, you get tricked. Yeah. You have to know real and you have to know fake. You have to know good and evil. Because there are good and evil in the world. Yes. So when I tell you it's bullshit. Yeah? You have to do your research. And you see like how me do now, me not do tabloid. No tablet. So me not say what him no say. Me a play what him see and dissect him. So him can't talk to me. No care what him do. And by the way, enough thing what me do at that them I use and I run government. Says like a me sit down and run government and teach them something. Them just wait and hear what me say and them go use it. There is no remember them there and them not do nothing but when them listen, them use what me say and then them run go do what them I say. You understand? So this guy is a garbage. You know him a garbage. I'm playing with my brother and say yes, so.
The Prime Minister himself make the people in mind unhealthy. And him spout bad information, you know.
Yes.
You know, see that? The Prime Minister make the people in mind unhealthy.
Of course.
Because he give bad information, nobody but him.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, brother. You see this? But him now I say, you know, information, bad information. Remember, PUMPUS just tell you nothing narrate. We can't just play everything with them do. But him I tell you information, attack, social media. You have to push back on him. I remember, this is the same guy we tell we for hold the government accountable. Me I play it. Yeah. The war between, yeah, man. Yeah, man. You see me, I say, he might use so much energy because him say, I'm a war and he might feel win. Well, let me tell you this. The war the way you see, brother, you can't win. You come here saying afraid of nobody because him some people are holding him accountable. So when him do know, him come up and tell lie again and things. Remember him have a bag of social media bug where I chat a bag of foolishness, you know. In color about them, in millions, right? Nobody knows see them because them not make one. Nobody knows see them. So when them do them go around and one bag of garbage them put up. Nobody no one see them and nobody knows see them. One bag of garbage. No one attack social media again. Hear this? Hear this?
Why would somebody come on social media, make a post and say something that the government never said? And
but who is to do that? Who will do that? Because everybody may see attack them and hold you accountable, brother. So you say the things that you say now, and you say it. Me not tell you say mad. Him sick in the head, you know. Him psycho. Eh? You see this Marvin? Eh? Yeah. Eh? So okay. So them never lend the money. Them never get the money for bar from IMF. And them never get wow. Them never do not at all like this. You see, oh, this guy lie. And dangerous. Why anybody make a post and say something but the government never said? Me see them, him still have people put out open what mega project him do and all kind of thing. These are lies, you know. Use some 3D thing and some foreign thing and be a lie put out, you know. Yeah, you understand? Yeah, let me play about that. Hear this.
Unhealthy. Why would somebody come on social media, make a post and say something that the government never said? And some people believe it. I urge all of you to think before you consume.
So let me tell you something, by the way, people. When I say why people make a post and put up something with the government never said, he might go like things where him say are true. Everything out of this guy out a lie. But have the proof right in front of you, everything, boom valves, the whole of them. Then I want see them just say the government does say them spend what? 225.1. 225.1. 1 million for buy food. So that make it true? That's truthful? No. That's a lie. That's a highway robbery. Them and pay so they them rob some money. So you have over 300 and ton, 300 and plane, cargo plane, we don't want ton. One plane that carry out 20, 30 ton. Come with food. So we have hundreds of tons of food, everything I give away. I remember we never have no place. Them say, Andrew only said the amount of food that they were look now as storage to put them. So I ask private sector if they can store some there. So all you have food that you have to store them. But all of a sudden for the month, you know, you buy $225 million, $25.1 million worth of food. That's lie. That's money them a thief. That's lie. Yeah. Cracking down and free speech. Actually attack. Yeah, come on. That's if him could have do that. Yes, Sasha. Cabbage gone up to down. Yeah, man. Yeah. You say him not a well man. Hey, he's an evil guy though. Oh, serious this is. And just suffering a serious mental break. Hey, this guy tell lie upon himself till him look bad. He tell lie upon him granny, him mother, him father. Hey, him tell a lie upon him father when I time when him father call him when we never have no phone like 84. They can be crash 85, you know. Me and my father pass off. And father just call him and break down because them thief him bull or thief him cow. And him, hey, the storyteller are the worst storyteller in the history of the world. And Jonas. No lie like him. The queen of fly a big mama, you know. No lie like that neither, you know. Well, Andrew Jonas, can you have the king liar than the queen? Big mama are the queen of lies. See? So here what I do now, what I'm saying now, you know, them are war with social media. Him feel say I tell people now, no listen to what we are saying. Eh? And them I tell like them want chaos. Eh? Remember, you know, another stuff we show the video about the whole place and everything. And we dissect them. But this is how them lie. Look PUMPUS. Him came in an observer yesterday, you know. Come out in an observer, you know what I'm saying? He said them about misinformation. So now feel say them are this and that. No, the government, any government in the world, the opposition are there to hold them accountable. And when them tell lie, a matter of fact, the media are supposed to tackle them. The media are supposed to push back on them talk. Yeah. Them love it. Them love it. This bad. Look here.
The lies that people are telling you.
The lie is sitting by earth. I say people that tell lie. Me no see. Don't go 3 million alone. Me no tell lies. Only millions them alone. Remember this is the same guy that came out and I tried spin crime. People, if you Google what is crime, let me Google what is crime and show them something. Let me show you how I'm wicked. He might run an election and him say more the country so well that them can gear this and gear that. Remember, you know, Mama P put that in place from 2013. Yeah. Where's the stop playing Sasha? No, we have to play, but I move him now too. But voila.
It will only lead you to make bad decisions.
You hear this? So the lies that people are telling will lead you to make bad decisions. Some things that now people are listening to him. And him truthful. See my police are killer for no own pitney there and hey. You not say this guy don't mean you no good. You not say a PSOJ I work for. Them are criminal already, you know. Members of PSOJ people, let me show you something, you know. It's the people when they do real investigation, them do it like this. When you see a country, never in the history of Jamaica, Andrew, let me ask you something. Come make him come talk again, Gerald. Gerald, let me ask you something. When you ever see Andrew Onis at the press briefing and launch a war against cocaine while coming to the country? The government, whenever you Darrell PUMPUS or any one of them have burned cocaine and say yes, oh, we make sure get to this and send some people to prison. Whenever you hear that, whenever see the government come out to the press briefing about the amount of cocaine while coming to the country. Eh? Whenever say anything like this, so them can't be trusted. Them no other country can have your half. Yeah, because members of the government involved in cocaine. Yeah? You ever see them these are the things we want to, you know. Because it will a lot of people from going to foreign now and all kind of things. The big boy, and by the way, look how it's simple to calculate now. You notice him deaf, I'm not talking about it none at all. Them the whole press briefing on it. Like what them the whole press briefing and talk about the youth, them and Zozo and state of emergency. I want to boy, even the youth, them are gonna get deep. When you come down your meat maker, I want to come, but I know this man, no run him out and do even not even one press briefing pan social, but cocaine alone. I to destroy the place. And the amount them fine. Yeah. See? Him not do it. And let me tell you this. One of the things that when you find $12 billion worth of cocaine, let me just break down something for you. Andrew, you can't take nobody for fool, you know. You can't take nobody for idiot. That's why the big boy them love him, so you know. Because them can't hustle and mash up the country. Them can't live nowhere else, you know. So when them lose money, cocaine just flood the place. That's why I want more little airport. Yeah. You understand? The airport them now make the money, you know. For run, that's why we divest the airport them. Right? The one where them open and I tell you, look, we are Google it, we are lose a bag of money. We are lose money from the airport every year. Especially the core port down there, so. Ungo look airport, ungo look Jonah make a little thing at Tinspen. The one I think will not make nothing neither, you know. But the one down there so worse. But them keep it open because the coke have run. You can look it up. Remember me the tabloid. I show it before. See? But yes, still this guy, you know, all right. When you see them kill a white guy the other day when them find $12 billion worth of cocaine. One of my police brethren, detective brethren, do drug race with him. If that man tell that man, say, listen, DEA did have that man, you know. And him tell that man, and him tell other police to other people, say, yo, me alone now go down in them grab me, you know. Me I give them way, you know. So when a big boss there, me see them go shoot the man. When you hear Andrew them are any, the government comes say condolences, a big businessman dead. And the first white man made that me see get gunshot. And then police, them say a police to it. A police to the it. You notice them not investigator, you know, you say bury or nothing at all. When you notice, eh? You not hear nothing. You don't hear anything. You don't hear anything. Look how the country run. The country is very corrupted. Nobody can follow Andrew Wallace. Yeah, nobody. And it's serious. Because cocaine kill a lot of people every year in Canada, in America, in the UK. And them are send it over there. Them doing it. So the big boy, them love him. One big boy get a little speeding ticket and a police them throw him pan a little heap. These are the seriousness of a country. It never happened before. Yeah? In the 80s, see how the cocaine trade and the whole of them thing then. And it's there. Because them tell you the gun them come in and with them the same route with them passing out drugs. But now it's wicked. See? You think I get a youth. Remember, you know, all the cocaine, when if you ask a question, Andrew, nobody no big head more. Oh, so much ton of cocaine reaching the country, reaching the middle of the country, and there are people yard at the airport, brother. Every airport where you have, if you get international flight or regional flight, you must have immigration and custom there. Must. You must. But you still cocaine come on. The one at Bascobel. But Darrell Vance and Agintai, them are push hard. Cocaine come there. And cocaine come there and them no lock up, no immigration never see. No custom no see. Them just take the cocaine and go with it. Because US know about it. And Canada know that cocaine did enter Canada. All of a sudden some people get bummy and start settle where them have. Then me say, Catch's bully come out, fix bail, say, them are a sign paper. Now, when you want to lock up a ghetto youth, you ever hear them know and them are a sign paper for lock up a ghetto youth yet? For crime? As the name call them come shoot you. The ultimate punishment to take your life. Like them blow breath. Like them a God. And when our police just go take people walk and take people life like this, you know. That's wrong again. But you get to youth and you can't manage them. You don't have the money to fight them. Them just kill you. And you know, tell Andrew, no, this is the wrong way when I go. Right? Them kill at the same time. No, you like hear them a sign paper, we know who. I say things start sell all over the place to backside. This a sell, that a sell, and everybody get quiet. Because 25 million cocaine boss. I see what everybody get, I like them, I get booked. Everybody lip seal. Seal. And them have the DPP straight down there. And I know we don't know who that them did a sign, but them not going nowhere. Them not get arrested. Like them pay them way out. Like me don't know if them sell something and pay them way out. But I me see things start sell. We never see things that sell too. Me see some people that get money and things start sell for millions of US. I'm that alone, me not see nothing else. But me not see nobody get arrested. You understand? I remember I crunch numbers and I put numbers together fast, you know. We know we do investigative journalism. Yeah. Yeah. See? So, we see the one of this and nobody not going to prison. Get a youth to get gunshot. Let me ask you now again, Andrew on this. Can you not say nothing about the cocaine? Yeah? Who's get a youth in a ghetto right now of 12 billion, 80 million US? And by the way, all the money come out of Jamaica to buy the cocaine. That means it's a strong link. And that means the drugs man, they must know. Can you remember, you know? You couldn't fly with even 50 million. Oh, yeah, get the money there in the first place. Big boys. Them import 7.8 billion US. That means some of the money they will go for import. Some might buy cocaine too. We not ask. Because them have to use the US. Jamaican money can't go nowhere. Yeah? I remember people trust them for the money there and leave Jamaica and go. We don't know where the whole 7.8 billion spend. So if you spend even 100 million US out of 7.8 billion, say you import cocaine too. We not stupid. You understand? It import cocaine. No, and every cocaine get bust, you know. When you see some get bust, some go through. Some go through. But them like corrupt. People are corrupt like that, the big boys, them. And I know them are do drugs. Them like corrupted government. We turn blind eye and everybody make money and make loot. And you only led JP government is the most corrupt in the Caribbean. We're right now. We're not asking. We are telling. And them are going to let people eat them. Let me tell you this. Them could go face feds, you know, because that's how feds do them interview and break it down. So feds, you do your interview and you know, say, okay, get to you now have them money here. And you watch the link and them thing there. When get to you get a little money, you have to see a bike. And if you can't buy a car and him start boss. And him buy some chain and him buy some things. I might set up him house. And I may tell, I go buy something there and him you want to see me with a BM and thing. Get to you what, 80 million US? 25 million US, how much million US for top drugs, boss? You notice how them keep them all close? Yeah? And I get the people money that. Yeah. And I get the people money. But Uncle Sam to start take out the administration. It have corruptedness within it. That's the truth. Oh, fling the stone, you know, they act them know themselves, you know. Make them come go and blow. Them are going to keep silent now because them know if them push up, they make Uncle Sam watch, you know. Uncle Sam glad when me fling the stone that they act pen, you know. Because the Uncle Sam know them. Can they that mountain know them too? So them glad when they have man in the wilderness and fling the stone that they act pen for them push up them head and open them out. You understand? See? Them now open them out. Them a keep silent and run back and say, yo, don't make him even pine for me. And I like, we don't know them name, we just call some of them name. But we fling them stone big and broad. And we tell them, say, Uncle Simon and knows, so they get to you, them not have no money. Them a barrel light. Them couldn't find 80 million US. What a drugs are fine, or 25 million or 50 million US. The amount of drugs are fine. The same big boy them. From, you have to think about people now who are running and export things and come in. Who are manufacturer, who in a bank, who in a this. And them them. And then you have, that's why, all right. Why you think Andrew want to do a 300%? Them no say no good for the country, you know. But them allow him to do it because you see when you have criminal member within the government, when you raise up the money like this, you know, and you say, well, me a politician, and me there so for 5 years. When you get 20 as a minister, million, 5 years of me I get 20 million or 100 million that day. I say, well, me did invest. It's a way for wash money and clean up. Because you have a money and you could have say you invest. That time you have some dirty money and clean. And then them trying to wash a woman and put them like the little broke one from India. Never have no money. None at all. Broke can't pay nothing. But right now, a billionaire in Jamaica. Remember the money where you have on a feed money. You understand? Not feed money. And it's clear why Uncle Sam, if you go for them, go in an Android administration and draw some people from PSOJ too. Them are juggies. Go in an Android administration for the juggies, them and take them out. Yeah, man, go in it, man. Yes. See? Go in it. Them can't trick nobody. And you saw them fool. Let me tell you what them do. Them use police to, you know, for escort them thing. But you see the man that the wilderness to a lot of people. So no who them things say you don't know, you know, where you know. So we know a lot of police too. You understand? So we have police around them. And you notice me have every little thing. Certain things me not release because it's too close. But me will come talk in a metaphors. And parables. Make them know so me know. See? Me know. But remember, you know, when you have information where you can't beat up nobody, never beat up one man yet. You have to know if you curl the thing, you know. Remember with the music, so you curl around the thing and make them know so we know. See, them dangerous. But we are called by United States Embassy down in Jamaica. And by the way, you know, so them down there at the embassy, like the embassy, them who work at the embassy, I that. No. But you have an embassy in your country. It's more than just give away a visa. It can remember it have to keep the homeland safe. So it by everything we want down there. So it have an eye by everything. It's spy by you too, man. Yes. Secretly I watch everything we want and know. So everything when me talk about the embassy know too. Them have feds down there and CIA. Yes. Them have it. Yes. So and I like when you can't get way. And when you can't trick them. When they and them watch you for your time because remember them do proper investigative journal thing there, you know, detective work proper. And proper spying thing and gather information. Proper information gathering. So them know what I go on with. Them soon now move, them are watch, you know. Every step when I make. So not like when I get it from them, when they can't go on. So when you there attack we online now, surveillance, proper surveillance. So when them there attack we and not talk about lie. But they not tell lie by you, Andrew. So you say honest. PM. Let me see what honest say also. When you say for all Prime Minister accountable. Yeah. Honest, sit up. There's some people that tell lie by you, watch this.
I know why you come to me with that foolishness, you know. You elect a Prime Minister and is a Prime Minister run the country. It is time we learn to hold our leaders accountable for their actions and stop making excuses for them. Stop making excuses. Otherwise, go elect the people who really run in the country. And I don't want the right start that stupid argument. Hold the people you elect accountable. And stop.
So, we are only accountable now. You run now. If you go tell it, say, yeah, back up people. And I say, people are telling lie. We are telling lie for what? Eh? When tell wild people, remember playing back. This is when I'm in our opposition, you know. Hear this.
I don't want you to come to me with that foolishness, you know. You elect a prime minister.
Yes, sir.
And is a prime minister run the country.
Yes, sir.
It is time we learn to hold our leaders accountable for their actions and stop making excuses for them. Yes. Stop making excuses.
Yes.
Otherwise, go elect the people who really run in the country. And I don't want the right start that stupid argument. Hold the people you elect accountable and stop making excuses for them.
So what for the people? No, him tell us to do what we do. Eh? The man you run the country, destroy the country, nobody must say nothing. What this you can't get off from this man. Yeah. No, them do that, you know. One of my police brethren said one time I'm stop a car up a man the highway, you know. I'm see one of the man them do some boom bam and them a draw down and blum blum and the man does show him a big things a fed, you know. He frightened to, you know, like him I say, yes, son. Salute him. I say, if you see a man there drive through, you won't even know. Yeah, them have to do that. They have infiltrated the country. Jamaica is a court then. You can see a big man dead. The man that used to have hotel, big man, dead. After them find a $12 billion bus up in a Avondale. And no, police tell my man, same, no, him that give them away now, nothing. And then Uncle Sam, you see the cocaine, you know, so the man mix up some of that though. The man get it out for go sell, man. The same cocaine I come out to go sell. Because it's the Jamaica police force now, run it run like a mafia force, you know. And not for the big boy them involved, you know. Not for the police them choose to play politics. Like the one, I just call one right now who play big time politics. The one named Minto. A million, you know. Minto and JLP million, you know. From down in the Black River. So Minto no attack for Andrew on this stuff, blah, 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 blah. What you're not supposed to do, you're supposed to separate some things. So I look the stripe now and them things, they're too bare face. Police thing supposed to be a professional force. You understand? So Minto, he might play the role now. Yes. I go and I do one bag of foolishness. The guy Minto. See? So this I go on right now. Let me show you leaching done. From leaching now recover, you know. Leaching have the money enough for recover. Look at leaching. Look at, let me show you something. Let me show you something again. Let me show you this. This is news the other day too. Yeah. It will play every day, this Lana. But we play this every day for Andrew own this because them lying dangerous, you know. Remember Andrew own this, you know. We are all government accountable. We not listen what Andrew say. We not listen what Andrew say. No, Andrew come up and talk him garbage. No go that. See what I'm saying? I just Andrew this. See me?
Americans should raise their voice in concert against the high levels of crime and against the government. All well-thinking Jamaicans should raise their voice in concert.
In unison, in one. So when you do this, time start tackle now, because him say I lose the back, him can't afford to lose the back up online. So him say I tackle online now, and I be a lie. Remember this is the lightest man on earth, you know. You see this? Yeah. See? So this, I want to know. Him say I raise over a year. Yeah. Yes. NCBA, of course. So I'm saying for raise of voice in unison and hold the government. It matters for hold the government accountable. And for hold them, you know. See, for hold them. So that's what I do now, Andrew. So you're not supposed to come with no more lies and come tell nobody no foolishness. Let me show you a leeching here. Let me show you a leeching here. Very important. Leeching, when I leave you out of this, you know, because you don't talk about skinny kids and one way you can do. And 5 in 4. And then Andrew try to trick you, you know. Him use some people push front of you. You see him play upon people mind. Leeching another one but make the bank and make the money, you know. Him just have to buy the most shares. You just say more on the bank, but him can't own your money. See? So him make money when the bank make money and all kind of things. They're going to lose that. See? So Andrew, make sure you go free man, go for the other one from Sanders. I be them ping the Andrew friend up. Them get what them want. Say not the people them at Jamaica, people them get handout. Handout. A country can't run like this. A country can't run like this. Because by the way, who you get handout, or them have nothing for even pay back tax, you know. So the man mash up the country. And you destroy it, brother. I'm going for leeching now. Leeching. Yeah. I could go for leeching. Leeching. Look on this. Here's Zaka now leeching.
NCB Financial Group is seeking to quell rising concerns among customers following recent reports that the group's chairman, Michael Lee Chin, has been given an ultimatum by bondholders to pay a $94 million US bond. Deidre Thomas has the details.
In a statement to our news team, the company says, and I quote, "The referenced matter pertains solely to the entities mentioned in those reports and are not related to NCB Financial Group or any of its subsidiaries. In other words, the bond issue has nothing to do with the bank or NCB Financial Group." The group underscored that, and I quote, "Shares pledged as collateral by a shareholder and any actions associated with such pledge are unrelated to the core operations of the business." The company says its capital, liquidity, and operations remain robust and unaffected. It says it continues to comply with all regulatory requirements. But while the company seeks to reassure the market, there's another development. Bondholders have given the group's chairman Michael Lee Chin until December 31, 2025 to make a $94 million US payment covering overdue interest and a partial repayment of a bond.
There have been a number of missed payment dates for the various bonds that are under consideration. And I'll repeat, they are the AIC bonds, Portland Barbados bonds, and Specialty Coffee bonds. All three of those companies are controlled by Mr. Lee Chin. And for a number of years, there have been on and off missed payments on a number of the bonds. Mr. Lee Chin this year made a number of proposals to bondholders how we could extend the bonds and restructure the bonds. And those were, for the most part, rejected by bondholders.
As a result, bondholders passed a resolution for the formation of a committee with Christopher Zaka as the chairman. The committee is empowered to negotiate better terms with Mr. Lee Chin for all the range of bonds.
The resolution actually has 5 payments. Of course, the big number is the 94 million. That's sort of the headline number. That includes 19 million in outstanding interest and 75 million in principal, which is to be applied pro rata across all.
So let me stop this. So Lee Chin, you remember yesterday, you know, I $200 million. So where the whole of them money are gone? You owe them Lee Chin, where your money there? Where you invest the money in, brother? Can you owe 93? Them saying that them principal plus interest plus where the whole of the money are the Lee Chin? Where the money there? You said a place in a Cayman, right? A big place. Yeah, we see that the yacht, I mean, look it up, that sale and the went up and down, but you know, be a debt where we are going to reach in. But the money there, but the money are there, them US, them millions are, but no. Honest, out of the IMF money there, up, you know, them leeching the money out of it, you know. Okay, all right. Yeah, because leeching have to cover the band. Anyway, let me see what I'm going to so. We just have hope, you know? Yes.
All the various bonds.
However, in the resolution, there are 5 conditions. 1,
19 million of interest to be paid by December 31st. That's interest outstanding on the bonds. 75 million of principal to be paid by December 31st, which is to be apportioned across the bonds in a pro rata basis. There is a condition to pay interest due as of June next year by...
Interest due again, you know? So you have more money for pay. Where the one of them money are the okay, that big yacht and anything there, no? So where the one of the money are gone? All right, so you sell the yacht. where the money I put? You know, I don't know. You put on somewhere, you know. Me have to ask a question, you know. I like to ask question. Where the whole of the money are they? Continue.
September of next year, there is a condition to pay interest due as of June 2027 by September 2027. And there's a final condition to pay all outstanding principal and interest on all the bonds by December 31st, 2027.
A failure by Mr. Lee-Chin to meet the initial payment of $94 million by the end of the year would trigger the seizure of 1.24 billion NCBFG shares, approximately 40% stake in the group that was used as collateral for the bond. It's the first and most decisive condition of a stringent
use as collateral for the bond, you know. The shares them having an NCB go up.
Agreement.
That will be a decision by bondholders as to how that is done. But the trustee would have no choice but to accelerate the debt. And there is a 45-day period within which they have to accelerate the debts.
When asked whether bondholders should be concerned, Mr. Zacher urged them to participate in the upcoming votes at the respective meetings.
They should contact their brokers or the trustees, the JCSD, to find out when the meetings are for their particular bonds. And they should vote positively for the resolution. The resolutions need 75% of all bondholders in each case to vote in favor of the resolution to carry. And that is what will trigger all of these payments.
And so the question remains, should Jamaica prepare for a possible change in the control of NCB Financial Group?
The committee took the view that Mr. Lee-Chin made a commitment and we're going to expect him to live up to that commitment. We have no further view on that. We are expecting that Mr. Lee-Chin lives up to his commitments on the dates when he has committed to do them. And for us, the real trick now is for the bondholders to vote in favor of the resolution.
All right. So now here, me like play them thing, you know, okay? Remember, we don't tablet around there. But my question still can be like ask question. The principle. People them want back the money there. 75 million plus the interest. But if me not understand this, if you have you're a billionaire, you have money, you sell your yacht and you sell some other place. You could have just, you don't know. So where the money are there, where you do? You know, you have your ask. You have your ask, you know. Yeah? You say, sometimes when you're up there, so you know, the things can just pull it down, you know, and you don't know what to do, you know. Right there, so you just roll up and down and go flat. These are the same leaching. That's why I said don't make jacket and tie and certain things dry away, you know, because I see overseas some big guy and them drop off. You remember Stanford 2020? That guy that would value like 20 billion, so I'm rich. Eh? In their prison right now, right? Stanford 2020. Stanford will do the 2020 cricket. But him did that run a Ponzi scheme still. Remember they said him going to prison, you know. Eh? You remember him? You remember him? The guy that spent some money there and there, Antigua, like him one Antigua and go on, you know. And when you look him could not pay back some money and them draw down upon him and them going to prison there. Yeah. You understand? Yeah, them gone, you know. But you say billionaire, you know, the liquidation, but the man selling yacht and sell some other place. So I think him good I know, but you see, this up here now, you don't know how I go on. So we are asked a question. See the next thing we do here about Andrew, we have to show this to, you know, people. This you must follow him with. Because I say you have your money and them are put up. And you not tell them to come off of the place with them lie. You don't. You don't. You know what you do, you know. But you can't defeat nobody running Andrew. Because the truth, you know, float like oil and water. It not stay down there, so. Yeah. Yeah, man. Yeah, man, I know what you say, man. Remember, we not do, we have to try. Yeah, but try me. All right. So, me never bother ask a question. Me ask, so you have a business and then you say your easily sell this. and I sell something, but you don't collect the money. So if you say you sell a thing for 300 million US, you know, must can pay 94 million then, man. So you are feel for money, so. When you sell a place in a key, man, for much money, because I see that up to, you know, like I'm think them up. Yeah. When you sell the drugs, a basketball, me will play it, you know. But before me play it, yeah, Andrew, at the first Prime Minister this me here, yeah, get up and boast. And I tell about fiscal discipline and people who are using for model. That is bullshit. If you use anywhere for model, we use New Orleans because it build back the level them break. And we are see the city a shine right now. I'll be a garbage in talk, you know. And Jonas. The level, it break. Flood out the whole city. City there below water, the city come back. Yeah? So him come up with a thing like this now. PR again and I be a lie. Hear this.
And myself, we met with the heads of the institutions to outline the next steps, align implementation pathways, and prepare for rapid disbursement. The message from the IFIs, that is the international financial institutions, could not have been clearer. They told us directly that Jamaica, already the case study of fiscal responsibility for the...
Listen me. Them never listen. The fiscal case study, but not case study, them have a study, not like this. Because this start from 2015. I'm a plate phone when the man are running and talk about physical finance. And people have followed the lead, them and just stop them foolishness and all, man. People, you have to search him when him talk. That's why I say you can't follow him. Remember me play the woman, you know. Remember me have all of the tapes. Me have it from Mama P, them a sign and do everything and what. I remember them mash up the place, you know. A JLP mash it up, you know. Remember we never owe IMF a cent, you know. You Google that and say Patricia leave from 1995. He never go IMF for them a run the road and do nothing. And the IMF him go. Yeah. Yeah, man. Say, yeah, Jamra. He never go IMF. When him have 70 at 60 at schools and I put in much things and I put in the PAD program and all of these things. And the IMF him gone. Leave from 95. But yes, they see big mama them that tell lie on a man like Patterson. But put in so much thing. When the man revolutionized it, the telecommunication thing. I know them deny that. This is bullshit. Where you say, my brother?
Yes, man, it's bullshit.
Oh, you mean, man? If you walk them in a bar,
Oh, you mean?
Yes, I.
No, yeah, man, big up to all the listeners and subscribers. And that is one of the reasons why, you know, we speak about, right, the sort of platforms, you understand, that making a difference.
Yes.
You know, and it is important for people to tune in to get the truth.
True, man.
Truth and nothing but the truth.
Ah.
Because you what you no, I'm glad how you are addressing this particular issue as it relates to how the Prime Minister, right, is trying to get leverage on the efforts of the People's National Party.
Thank you, brother.
As it relates to, but again, I mean, truthfulness is what counts.
Yes.
Honesty is what really matters.
Yes.
And when you have a Prime Minister that is so deceitful, right, and deceiving the nation at every moment you get, you understand, with a political platform.
Yes.
And he lied. Right?
Yes.
We have to correct him.
Thank
and that
you.
is one of the reasons why they are hell-bent now in terms of silencing us, which we will not be silent.
Thank you.
The evidence is there.
Yes,
so
I.
He's speaking about a case study, Lonesome.
Yes.
And the entire world know as it relates to that particular case study when it was done.
And Mama P.
Particularly Mama P from 2013 when Mama
Of
P went to
course.
the IMF.
Yes.
And remember, she and Peter Phillips, you understand, and Mark Goldie, right? Has to craft the fiscal discipline.
Of course.
And set up the whole structure You understand it moving forward. And it is there, you understand, it's just for people to research. So when you kind of try getting leverage, you understand, wanting to say no, it is his administration, you understand, as a result of fiscal prudence and excellent performance, that IMF, you understand, is doing this and IMF is doing that. No, that state already set and we have the evidence to show.
Don't move. Don't move. Hear this, Byron. Because we are giving up. We are whopping. Hear this. We don't hear these people. Byron doesn't knock you, but hear this now. Not our word.
As you heard earlier, Christine Lagarde, the managing director of the International Monetary Fund (IMF), is in Jamaica on official business. Madame Lagarde, who is a native of France, was elected managing director of the multilateral agency on June 28, 2011, succeeding Dominic Strauss-Kahn. Her visit to Jamaica underscores the fund's support for Jamaica's economic reform program and signals her commitment to assisting the wider Caribbean. Just last week, the executive board of the IMF confirmed that Jamaica successfully passed all 4 tests on the year 1 of the extended
under year 1, 4 tests by Iran. May I play this and make it finish that?
Facility. The country is set to receive another $70.9 million, bringing total disbursements to date to $414.4 million.
In the first year of program implementation, key reforms that had been pending for a long time were implemented. In particular, the tax incentive legislation approved by Parliament in December 2013 and the fiscal rule approved in March 2014.
You hear now, people? You matter about physical and physical discipline. See the woman herself attack. I'm tell you, so we don't do second hand. You hear Byron? You hear when she said 2013 and 14, watch people. And you have to stop this year.
But there are other major reforms that are on the must-do list.
And by the way, the money we matter about, them they devalue the US. No, as she tell you, say it overvalue. Listen, and them devalue it. Look here.
Improving the collection of taxes.
That's just it.
So that there is no evasion. And
Big Mama, you hear this?
There is collection. Modernizing the public sector and improving the business climate in order to pursue the attractiveness of Jamaica, which has caused foreign direct investment to significantly improve and increase over the last 12 months. Consistent implementation of these reforms will boost investor confidence and growth.
We are making further improvements in the business environment and implementing major projects in a timely way to serve as catalysts for growth and development. It is also the shared commitment of the government and the IMF that vital social safety net programs will be maintained to protect the most vulnerable, even as we press ahead with economic transformation.
Madame Lagarde also responded to concerns about the slide in the value of the Jamaican dollar.
Well, I think you have to look back to where we were a year ago, where growth was collapsing.
You hear? Shall I tell you where today? Listen.
Employment was going up, where reserves were running out,
you hear?
and where Jamaica was bleeding its reserves in order to support a currency that was clearly
overvalued. And that them at the right now, Byron, again. You hear? Bleed the reserve.
So as a result of that, and to give all levers to the Jamaican authorities, and I'm talking here about the finance minister and the governor of Central Bank, it was necessary to determine a devaluation of the currency so that it could be at the right level of appreciation. It was clearly overappreciated. A lot has been done. There's still a little way to go, not much. Still a little way to go.
Yeah, these people, not much. A little way. You see, some of my people make it way though, and give him a nice economy. Film does continue.
But it's clearly on a net value that you have to determine that devaluation. I don't like to use the word devaluation, and I prefer to use the word right valuation, because it may well be down the road as the program proceeds, as growth picks up, and as the reserves build up, that it will not be devaluation forever, and it might revalue. Okay?
So more now.
Right valuation has to do with determining determining the right currency level on the basis of production factors, on the basis of inflation differential, on the basis of competitiveness factors.
But done with Byron, you know, so them can't manage around here, you know.
well, probably you have now.
Yes.
If you have to build a solid home,
Yes.
right, the foundation of that home, right, it is very much important.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Because it goes to a good solid structure.
Mm-hmm.
So then what we have in terms of our record and evidence, right, is that physical structure that the People's National Party created that blueprint.
Yes.
You understand? Yes, we are saying that, okay, yeah, the GLP followed the blueprint of the People's National Party.
And it's a must go.
Which bring down the debt per GDP ratio to 60%.
Yes.
Pre-Hurricane Melissa.
Yes.
Now, the difference between the People's National Party, right, and the Jamaica Labour Party in dealing with fiscal prudence is that the People's National Party was able to both manage properly the macroeconomics and the microeconomics.
Yes, yes,
now,
yes.
The GLP administration, this is where the problem comes in. Following the People's National Party blueprint, right, it shows you that, okay, that track was good to follow to bring down, right, the debt per GDP ratio at the time from 100 and I think 30 something, right?
Yes. 120, yeah, then bring it down from
60.
Yeah, no, them 120 something, them get it, you know, JLP, you know.
Yes.
Yeah.
But watch this now. Watch this now, because remember now, when Porsche went in,
147.
From 147. So
okay, to 120, yeah.
And bring it down to 127. So already the structure that was put in place.
Yeah.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
I've seen success.
Yes,
success in terms of carrying down the debt per GDP ratio.
Yeah, man.
And in the meantime, doing that, they were able to balance the microeconomics as well.
Yes.
So when I talk about the difference now between the People's National Party and the Jamaica Labour Party, the People's National Party was able to manage properly the macroeconomics and the microeconomics. So we have to bear that in mind.
Yes,
now,
yes,
Jamaica
yes,
Labour Party, the Jamaica Labour Party unable to do that because they have no plans, they have no vision. The only thing that they have done well is to follow the blueprint of the People's National Party, and that's in bringing down the debt per GDP ratio from the 127 to 60.
Yes,
now, so let's talk about the difference now, the variations between the People's National Party and the Jamaica Labour Party. The Jamaica Labour Party not able to balance the microeconomics. That is where the problem is.
Yes.
Because people being suffering and high inflation, you understand, and high poverty. And this is one of the reasons why now Andrew Warnes now try and set up demons and lies and deceit.
Yes.
To feed into the nation, telling, influencing these institutions like the
PIOJ and the other one.
And yes, to lie to the public as it relates to poverty
reduction
from 18%, right, to 8% or 7%. The last time we want to have it. No, that's a lie. You can't be doing that. You understand? As a government, you want to reflect the truth. And again, while you are saying that poverty, right, going from 18% to 7%, and you are lying about the institution, the fact of the matter, when you look at it in terms of importation and exportation, we are importing, you understand, with a gap, with a trade deficit of roughly about
5.5 billion.
You understand?
Yes.
So when you look into that factors, those are factors that prove that, okay, everything what this man is saying is lying. Because number one, in order to deal with microeconomics, you understand, you have to look on the factors what driving the economy. Number one, what are the factors that will be driving the economy? Right, agriculture.
Yes.
That's tourism that the Jamaica Labour Party is so much focusing on.
Yes.
The tourism doesn't really drive the economy.
No, better.
It relates to all the dollars coming in from tourism, you understand, that circulate in the country. No, because normally more than 80% more than 80% of the tourism dollar doesn't circulate in Jamaica.
No, you only get taxes just over that.
To other economy.
Yes, yes.
It's circulating in other economies. So where the drive supposed to be? The drive is supposed to be focused on two areas. Number one, agriculture.
Yes.
Right? And focus to build agriculture in such a way that we can be able to produce as much. Now, the other factor where we have problem in terms of full-scale production is the high energy costs.
Yes.
That is what now preventing some of us to go full tilting, a wide-scale production because of energy is extremely high.
Yes.
Now, here we are, and last night I was on Colin Beck's show, and this was one of the things that I asked Ralston Hyman, that we have an opportunity where, okay, all right, 6 of the parishes being damaged by Hurricane Melissa. The government should show prudence now in terms of using those 6 parishes to make them utilize renewable energy, specifically solar. You understand? So that now can create what you call strengthening of the purchasing power over a period of time. And where that will be reduced for those 6 parishes, you understand, they will be paying less, you understand, for the consumption of energy, utilizing solar. So then if the government is not focusing on the 2 main issues to drive economic growth, which is 1, agriculture, 2, you understand, making sure that we are winning ourselves from fossil fuel, because fossil fuel is just going to take the country in, you understand, more debt and burden the consumers, you understand, to pay higher each time. So we should be now focusing to setting measures in place as it relates to the utilization of renewable energy, so that now we can become very competitive. You understand, we can, expand in terms of exportation, right, and do less with importation. Many of the things that we are importing, lonesome, you understand, we really don't need to import them. But it goes back, they just ask who have the license for these things.
The minister, them have the license, and the JLP member of parliament. A lot of corruption that thing better.
Of course, that is corruption. That is corruption.
Them get the license, them import the meat. Them import the food and import the meat. One man, James, can get out of him office like 6 different name and brand thing him have in a one place. So down there. So he import a lot of things. James Robertson. Yes. And then there are one who import like Tufton in a bad rice and the rest. A beer thing them go out with better. You understand?
Hold on.
Yes.
But we could talk about some of the corruption.
Yes.
Here you have a minister, right, who asked the people to vote for him. And the people voted for him, and he now in place, you understand, fighting against our farmers, crippling our farmers, you understand, so that he can have personal benefit, you understand, and influenced by the politics. That is a fundamental wrong, you understand. That again should have never allowed, you understand, that is criminal and that is corruption.
Yes.
No, not only that, you have Favor Williams, because many people might not know, you understand, the Minister of Finance.
Yes, finance, yes.
Having shares in NNN, nationwide.
Yeah, man, in a oceanwide, yeah, man.
You understand?
I've been into, you see him? I've been ill, garbage bin. Him have shares that too. Him did have shares with it.
So here you are having Favor in the Minister of Finance, having shares in NNN, and having NNN showing all sort of misinformation, and all sort of political attacks and the political opponent, knowing to the fact that, look, NNN is simply a political operative machine. And they created that, and they don't see any problem. And in the meantime, while they are doing that, they want to now try to, you understand, pass laws, you understand, so that they can attack social media. Because simply, you understand, majority of us on social media is not with the Jamaica Labour Party, and we are pointing out the corruption of the Jamaica Labour Party. This is just ultimate wickedness, and I tell you, and I am not going to hesitate. I tell people that the only time that Jamaica is going to see success, growth, and benefit is that very same second when Andrew Holness's hands come from out of our politics.
Of course.
And let me tell you something, Wayne. We have to leave the mission where Andrew Holness has accused all the wrongs that he had done. He needs to be put into the judiciary. He needs to be tried. And if found guilty, you understand, go to prison. Because and because of the so much mess that he's in, you understand? Because I'm going to talk because it is fact. You understand? I'm challenging any one of them who believe that what I'm saying, right, is wrong. Come and challenge me. You understand? They know where our platforms are. You understand? They know some Mystic Sensation upon Titan. You understand? With upon Mystic Sensation. So come and challenge us. You understand? We have no fear in terms of the facts that we can present to our people. And if you have the facts, right, just come on and challenge us. You understand? We are asking you to come, you understand, to the fore. You understand? Show Jamaica that, okay, Mystic Sensation is lying, Reggae Dove Seed is lying, Colin Bell is lying, right? OD is lying, right? Or any persons who are dealing with the facts at hand. You understand? Melting pot and all of us who are talking, show the public the things that we are saying. You understand? What are the lies? As what being so called. We can tell you all the lies that Big Mama spread. We have the evidence, we have the record of tapes. But the bottom line, we are saying that this government is not a prudent government. This government, their mission was to get into power and plainly rob taxpayers, right, of their money, living on the back of taxpayers. You understand? Living their luxurious life. So Andrew Holness is there to rob, you understand, in the interest of neo-colonialism, right? And that is the truth about the matter. Anyone who wants to challenge it.
No, somebody not gonna challenge that, man. But not challenge. But let me say something to you now. You ever see in the history, you get away. You ever seen in the history where somebody borrow money, the biggest money ever borrowed from IMF? What people them were great grand picnic them, it are way around them neck like chain, like some slave chain. Cut them have to compare about this. And Andrew boast like it's a good thing. You ever see any country, anybody in them real mind that come out and boast about the amount of money I get for borrow, brother?
Well, look here, Wayne. It goes to show you that what we are always saying, that he's just a simple scammer. He is a scammer. And when I said he's a scammer, you understand? Don't believe that, okay, all right, it's a stretch out of my imagination.
No, we know that, man.
Yes. Because what's this now, way? Yes. What's this now, way? Simple common sense. Let me just take it to a layman level where everyone can understand. If you borrow some money to buy a car, right, and for some, right, unforeseen reasons that something happened with the car and you have to go back to borrow more loans, right, so that the car can up and run.
Yes.
The fact of the matter is that your loan amount is increased and you are going to come under more pressure.
Of course.
And so then it goes to show you how nonsensical, stupid, right, and it is just a corner. Because he knew very well that is going to put the Jamaican people under more austerity measures.
Yes.
You understand me? Yes. Who is going to brag? What Andrew Holness should be bragging about, you understand, if the $3 trillion, you understand, wasn't unaccounted for, right? We could have some of the money that now to help us out. And if IMF was going to assist us, right, it would be much better if we are getting might be only said 500 million from IMF as opposed to 3.4 billion or 3.6 billion in loan.
Remember find something again to you. Remember find something like Baron, you talk on this. Remember find something again to you. Now, only see that brag about we have the most money in reserve, 6.2 billion right now as we speak. We play about that, can we play it earlier on. Bank of Jamaica for put pump up 40 million US. That is 160 to 1. Remember it more than that now. 160 to 1, 40 million equal 6.4.
6.5 billion?
Yes. 6.4 billion Jamaican. You just have to pump up that for the money now slide. The money now devalue. And you have to continue pump it. So if the money then are reserved, it's so worthy. And think why you have to pay for pump up the dollar feet now slide faster.
Okay.
You know, you see people where my boss pan is garbage. Yes, brother.
I'm glad you mentioned that.
Yes.
Because to be using $6.4 billion sliding.
Yes.
It tells the world.
We're not trouble.
That of course. No, you're not growing.
No.
You're not growing any at all.
No, we're gone.
So then what's the life? What's the life for? What's the life for? Everything I catch up on you and show you.
It has shown.
JPS.
You understand? Let me give you the next thing now. So starting come out this morning and I say at the light bill it gone down. I lie, you know, JPS themselves. Can't you ever listen to nobody? When it was JPS, I don't listen to PUMPUS because them tell lies so not narrate. I tell them it's impossible for you have a company and 1/3 I destroy. Them tower there enough money for build it because you have borrow 150 or 200 million US. 200 million US at 160, that is 32 billion Jamaican. Right? Remember them about more than that, you know, brother. Yes.
400, all right.
450 million. So that's a 50 billion dollar. All right, so 50 billion that. They can 400. Yes. Yeah, that gone over how much billion they know. You understand? 60 not 70 where you say 400?
Yes.
So 230 that over that enough billion that 60 billion, you know better. 400, you know.
Exactly.
Yes. So 460 billion. So you're gonna 450 around 70 billion. Now, remember, sir, customer, you have to make back that money there. Remember, your investors, them have to get paid. All your workers, permanent workers who work with JPS, them have to get paid. You have to make back something. You have to recover the money, you have to pay back the loan. You know who the money come from? The people them who have pay them light bill. Them not have no other way to make money. Them have to buy oil. So all PUMPUS are tell about him lend it and it now go ways, it not make no sense. JPS, you know, JPS to around more than 50% are go up in a brother. JPS say yes today. Remember play it for you, make it here again, brother. This is what JPS say. This is yes today. So me not listen Andrew only saw PUMPUS, them I either. Me listen the CEO of JPS.
Give Robinson, Radio Jamaica News.
Jamaica Public Service Company customers who have power will be paying more as the Light and Power Company today confirmed a 7% hike on December bills tied to November consumption. The Office of Utilities Regulations says the adjustment was anticipated as JPS had to rely on more expensive fuel sources for generation because natural gas was unavailable in the period leading up to and immediately after Hurricane Melissa. Nakinsky Robinson tells us more.
In the immediate aftermath of the hurricane, President and Chief Executive Officer of JPS Hugh Grant had warned of a possible upward movement in bills.
Due to the fuel mix, independent power producers being unable to burn alternate diesel oil and the need to burn less efficient fuel to ensure the security of the grid and what you call security dispatch, there could be potential upward pressure. The good news is we're working with the OUR and other agencies to minimize that potential impact.
President and CEO of JPS, Hugh Grant. In its assessment, the OUR said, among other things, the hurricane resulted in an approximately 30% reduction in sales, which contributed significantly to the increase in the fuel and independent power producer rates. Together, these factors could have translated to a big hike in the November 2025 bills. However, in a bid to ease the plight of the public, the utilities regulator says JPS, in consultation with the OUR, has opted to defer some of the increase in fuel and IPP costs and recover it by spreading it over the upcoming months. That means the average residential customer who consumes 165 kilowatt-hour per month would see a bill adjustment of approximately $655 on the previous bill of about $9,000. The OUR, in approving the adjustment, notes that given the scale of the disaster, it may take up to 6 months for electricity generation costs to stabilize and for energy consumption to normalize. It says given the likelihood that further adjustments could be a shock to customers, it has urged JPS to discuss the IPP and fuel charges with OUR before they are applied over the next 6 months.
Oh, so every month light bill gone up, brother. Look what you like. Remember we tell them this, brother. But PUMPUS, I said when him lend the money and PMP wicked. You remember Byron? Eh?
Yes.
PMP wicked. And him the 5% that them not forgive away. Me say it's impossible. You can't spend them money. The other raise it back. JP is the bankrupt. If you can do max, it could be PUMPUS done. You could have a business where you have to go borrow money for to put in it, and you remember you have to go pay it back plus pay your worker them straight and the investors and then buy the oil where you do buy the fuel where you run and make and get the electricity. And it not raise. Even when I come sign it now, help you. Little later than like them are go them are bankrupt. It's impossible. If you can do little maths, you know so what the government attack is bullshit. So we listen JPS. You see it, Byron? Eh? So we don't mislead nobody, we tell them the truth. Eh? All right, brother.
What is important?
Yes.
What is important to note here, right, is that the coming months,
right,
JPS is going to spread, right,
more than 6 months.
That impact.
Yes.
You understand, towards the customers.
Yes.
But you know, all right, there's a particular charge on the electricity, and
yes,
not as it relates to post burial. You understand? I'm talking about pre-burial and pre-medical. What that they call miscellaneous charge.
Yeah,
is what people need to talk to the government about, because I believe within the miscellaneous charge, right, and also what being explained is that the spread as it relates to for people who are stealing electricity.
Yes.
In terms of my interpretation, correct.
Yes.
People who stealing electricity.
Yes.
Right, and the people who are legal.
Yes.
The people who are legal are sacrificed to pay for.
Yeah, them are the scapegoat. Yes, man. Yes, man.
So hold on. If JPS is getting a write-off, you understand, from the government as it relates to people who steal electricity, and they are getting a write-off, and they are still spreading the bill towards customers, right? It simply means I would look on that as double dipping.
Yeah, but the government though, they not give them 100% write-off, because government make money too, you know. Government are general, you know.
Yes.
So and then you know, yeah. So I better we promote the solar, you know, safe energy in our place more than, because we can't manage this, you know. The country can't compete, you know. And it not gonna get better in the environment until we start putting them thing there. Renewable energy. It cannot get better. I mean, I ask them.
But this needs to be mentioned, because
yes,
this is a question, right? And I believe that, you know, a class action lawsuit can become of this, because the question is, you understand, this needs to be put into the court, right? To channel, because it is unfair for me who has who been a legal customer.
And the government give them the go ahead.
Paying for someone else
True.
daily life.
Why should I? But you see, but the government, all right, let me say something to you, Byron. So the government, seem like if you work, you pay your taxes and thing, and the government have a duty for every business place, the bank, the one of them places, telecommunication, the one of them, the people, them, the workers, and everybody feel safe in the country. You as a citizen, you're not free from crime and all kind of things, so them have an obligation. People are thief that the government drop down short upon that. It shouldn't make you a suffer, me a suffer, for pay, for who, where Andrew say a barrel light, I and barrel light. Can we just call it that now, you know? Because they must say, I and barrel light for JPS. I and barrel light for your friend, which are JPS. No, you shouldn't make we a suffer. You should have do a duty. If you have some police now, will go around and yes, and do them duty. You know, more than make people like, you know, who are paying them like people suffer. It will stop. You understand? Yes, man.
That's what I'm saying.
Yes.
That when you look at it, you understand, the Jamaican people should take out a class action lawsuit against the government.
Of course.
Miscellaneous item, because that miscellaneous item, right, as it relates to my comprehension, right, where people, right, who are legal customers, legitimate customers,
yes,
are paying for the chief rate
yes,
of electricity.
Yes.
And these legitimate customers have to pay for it. Why should I be paying for someone else who's still like, I can't be fair.
No.
So that need to be put into the judiciary. That need to be put into the judiciary.
But you're right.
And the judiciary, of course, this is the first.
Actually, nobody not test it and do it yet still in Iran. Because the people, let me tell you what our people, them at Jamaica do, you know, them see things like this and them laid back. So them get away with a lot of things. You know, say if I fire that and them come up with some foolishness, you know, say you go test and you win, you know. And you sue the government and make a bag of money in on behalf of other people too. You see them running and start collect too, you know. But no people now go test it. So what your attack is 100% if you run them, because the government give that protection there to every business place, every citizen of the country. So you're not supposed to disagree and then throw some of them and then stronghold, you know. Typically pay a light bill, make you ask when last time pay a light bill. You know, some other place, so them run in and then could run in and typically do, you know, right? Eh? And them have them thing, and that's the truth. Typically people you know now watch me about a reality. Eh? The man them go there, them couldn't go in there. When they could have come a Rockfort and come some other place, them can't go at Tivoli. So them just have light and them good to have people pay. And it nobody feels so light, no chop a Rockfort, you know, light chop there too. And all over the place. But you know, police are running in and them thing, the better. Tivoli, no, you couldn't do it. And that's the truth, you know, it's a state within a state. You see it? You buy right?
Yeah, man.
Yes,
yeah, man,
and it's wrong. You're right, you know, you do it.
All right.
Yeah, man.
So again, it goes to you and I who have to defend the people of these issues.
Yes.
Because the government, you understand, what the government has done, the government had collaborated with crony capitalism.
Yes.
To continue to suppress the Jamaican people. You understand? Because now if the government was looking on behalf of the people and defending the people's rights, you understand?
Yes.
There's no way GPS could have gotten away with this.
No.
You understand? Applying miscellaneous charge, you understand, to customer to pay. You understand?
And them give them the go ahead, me tell you. And them do it. Yeah, them do it.
Yes, so who is leading the mandate on this? Government is silent on this because government is a part and parcel, you understand, of the criminality.
Yes.
You understand, and the wickedness that meet out against the people. Remember, you know, all right, if we go back to 2000, under PUMPUS administration, it goes to show you the love and care.
She put the 250, the safeguard, yes.
Because watch this now, and this is one of the reasons when we talk about the government of PUMPUS was able to manage both the macroeconomics and the microeconomics, because you have to care about the social apparatus.
Yes.
You understand, the social engine,
yes,
the medium and small enterprises. You understand, you have to care about these issues. Now, so watch this now. Remember that PUMPUS designer a protective mechanism.
Yes.
Within the policy, you know, of creating the 340 kilowatt.
Yeah, 350 kilowatt. Yeah.
Mechanism.
Yes.
You understand?
Safety net.
To
Yes.
protect customers.
Yes.
You understand? But what JP had done? JP had
remove it completely.
150, reduce it.
And then come and move it completely now. He move it
completely.
Yeah. And then I said the PMP this.
Remember now,
yes.
I'm here and you are calling them out. I'm here you call
of course.
Call out these things from what you came to. I'm here you bring them things that the for
a true man.
You understand?
Yes, man.
And I show them and I show them say, listen, man, this is wrong. This is a fundamental wrong.
Yes.
And it needs to be addressed.
Yes.
You understand that here? So guess what now? Them see we know as what the enemy of the state. You understand? Really and truly what we are. You understand? We are standing and fighting for our people. You understand? And fighting for good governance. Which is lacking in this country. So what will happen in this country? We have a leadership crisis.
Of course.
You understand?
We have a government crisis.
We have a leadership crisis.
Yes, my leadership / government. Can the whole government come in? Remember criminal government this, you know. And we're not afraid to talk. And by the way, if like what you say, Byron, them have we as enemy of the state, but they tell me what with them enemy of the state and our people, we are freedom fighter. Them can't fight pan we, but them can't fight pan people within the government and now we burn down evening tide home. Oh, and them couldn't call upon that. See? But there are people within the government and them go like that. Make CIA send them and them know themselves. We not have to call on the name of the charge for treason. So who are the enemy of the state? Now you have a party work with CIA to overthrow a legit government. Yeah? Yeah? When you have a part, but legit government overthrow,
You're telling the facts.
Of course.
Those are the facts as they are.
It's there. Them can go look it up. We never want to even tell them kill 153. When them say 50, I read 153 old people. And lock them in, them couldn't escape. Burn them to ashes. Draw power. Nobody never can M16 come give we go walk and shoot people. Not we.
Right.
No. You understand? Yes.
And as you mentioned that way, right? All right. That was the heart of evil.
Of course.
The Jamaica Labour Party.
Of course.
Of viciousness that done to the innocent. You understand? Elderly people burn out to gain political mileage.
Yes.
You understand? This is vicious.
I know good that.
Vicious.
Them brother, I know me and you shoot Bad Marley and then never send me up there. And nobody from Rockford ever go up there and shoot Bad Marley. None. Go check down at Tivoli. It's there. You understand? Shoot Bad Marley, the man show what a rat race. And Rasta work for CIA. Them shoot him. The man come say them a fight for power after around 79, so ambush in the night. I'll go hear me that me. Him sing about it. It's there. It recorded so them can't listen. We don't have no time to tell lie on them, you know. So Andrew go you alone go on and tell a bag of lie. We don't have no time for you. Not true, Byron. Eh?
Exactly.
We don't involve in none of these things.
Right.
Yes.
You're perfectly right because I want to tell you something when I can always I am going to address this later.
Yeah.
Because this is significant to address, you know. I look at the thing that is beaten up against Corey, right, as it relates to in the Maroon territory.
Yes.
Right. Jamaica need better understanding and that. So later is something that we're going to discuss later.
No, I have a video for sending to I have a video for sending to you, Byron. I have to send that video because you see the guy there. He's a labor right guy where I go back up against Korea talk about it. It was an ex-police labor right guy where we see with Babsy Green and one of them. Even though say the people them want him, maybe get 90 votes and Korea get what 700, 600 and 700 the last time 5 years ago. So this I come up back now. So what am I do now? I say the people them want him and this and the people them say people Maroon on the down there, so don't listen to that guy. That guy's a sellout. So Andrew them send him back. That's why them are try upstory the place and I push him, you know. Andrew them behind it.
Yes.
Saying so him is a piece of shit. Him did there as a chief and him never do nothing. Now you know why listen to that piece of garbage again? Run him away.
Exactly.
We are telling him a garbage. And when him come and talk, me have seen on TV, me gonna send it to you and you have to play it later, come in play it, you know. But I later said speech. So him to get run away, man. So him them I use, brother. The past chief.
So,
yes.
So again, we have to make the people know. And trust me, when I lift my hand and speak, you understand, I'm so thankful for channel like, you understand, a Wicked Obscene, right?
Yes,
A Mystic Sensation,
yes,
a Colin Bell who they
yes,
so you understand, they on the fire, right? And other channels who
yes,
we know still out they burn the fire. They're right. People have to listen to us because when we say right, what we choose to say as it relates to the subject matter that we are addressing. We don't only speak on it in a way. We bring the documentary proof.
That is it. So we don't have time. So we don't look at Andrew on the same lies.
Yes, man, that is making a fundamental difference.
We don't do tabloid. We don't do tabloid, brother. No tabloid.
Yes, when they talk, them cannot bring up the source of evidence and the people.
Yes, sir.
The people are asking, where's your evidence? Do like what Alonso does. Do like what a Mystic Sensation does.
Of course.
You understand? Colin Bell does.
Yes.
Fireman. Do like what these people do in terms of presenting the data. You understand? And show to the world that here it is. You understand? We are not lying.
Yeah.
And here how stupid it is. Look how ludicrous it is, my brother. The very mainstream media that we are using. Right, the research that we have done and conducted,
yes.
You understand, from the .org system,
yes.
You understand, and other, system that.
And then we are getting things from side of them, right side of them, there now. Yeah. So we have things and video right side from side of them. So everything we are use.
All right, they are using it, you know. So then, all right, if I speak of history recorded from JIS, Jamaica Information.
The one of them I use it. So them know them have it, yes, them know.
I hear the government use it.
I them use it. It's documented, yes. So that they use. You don't use nothing else. But them are using the original thing them you use. So them can't come and blame you. And them you use Andrew one speech. All of them are tell lie. And dissect him. And PUMPUS the lies them can.
That's why I watch out.
Brother, when them talk one day, then them talk next year and next year be a lies. Yes.
You see the reason why every time a Mystic Sensation starting
yes.
at each activities that we have,
yes.
we play what the Prime Minister said.
Of course.
There's a reason why Mystic Sensation done that, you know.
Yes, man.
It simply means, okay, you are telling us to speak out against the government.
Yeah, man.
Right? You are telling us that we are not to sit, right?
Yes.
And the government,
yes.
You understand? Create a negative impact and we don't address it. That is what coming out of the Prime Minister's mouth.
Yes.
So if we are now addressing $3 trillion that is unaccounted for, and if we are addressing that the Prime Minister's statutory declaration has not been certified, going 3 consecutive years, and what we are looking at in terms of evidence, it will never ever certify. If we are addressing a situation where the Prime Minister, you understand, apply to the court to have the corruption, have that deal with illicit enrichment thrown out, right? I mean, come on. We have to address these issues because these are fundamental issues to the future of our people. We have to speak on them. And so then, Mr. Prime Minister, you need to understand that, look, we understand your MO, that you're just a blatant hypocrite. You understand? You speak good out of your mouth, but you commit evil with your hands.
Yeah, but no, beat lies out of your mouth, so them not good. So when them people them things say good at us lies and come up, him not speak truth.
Yeah,
never speak truth yet.
You know, but I'm speaking about.
Yes.
You understand? Is when you speak about, you understand, the applauded the Integrity Commission. You understand?
Yeah. So yeah, but yeah. So he must speak good of them. But yes, still him turn around and tell us say them are witch hunt him. So him no good. So they make the same speak out of 2 part time mouth, brother.
So
well, all right, when do him call you up, you know, brother.
Committing evil with his hands.
Yeah, because they might say like them a witch hunt him and what them a do and all kind of thing. But first, you know, when do to you first, he try to call you up. So when they come and him say some good things about you, we know them things that when we are grow, we have a little one that run with like him that say, yo, baby, where you need to give me food. And then him that say, baby, this, and you know, when I'm next brother and thing that is that my mother the club, but so him go on and him try to, and then we know up to him up to then him just him turn a devil, right? And try to stab all over the place. So I saw Andrew stay. So him come and talk good boy you because they want him say, whoa, and you know, brush off and say, yes, you know, that man, and you run up. But when you stand firm and do your job now, all of a sudden you get evil. See him like a Trump act. You see like a Trump in a talk nice boy, and you know, I don't him start say you're devil, and you at so Andrew go on. Same thing. Brother, the same exact thing. But that will not work with him because we study how he move. So him do know Trump call everybody around him. You know, that who work with him, you're all right and get this and but as they say boom, all of a sudden they turn devil at the verse and this and that Andrew and them give them a play. We not play them game, they will point it out. You understand? So you try to fool people with some nice to talk, and then when it not work, no, you're the devil and you're evil. See? It never work.
So
yeah.
So it's what happened now, man.
Yes.
Now, when you have organ, we understand, process information for the Jamaica Labour Party.
Yes.
Understand? And these people claim that they are speaking the truth. What they need to do? They need to have a one-on-one with me on our platform. You understand?
What
and must present the truth to them. And
yes.
if they have their truth, right? They need to present their truth.
No, but here this with Bartag now. You see, Colin Bell, big up yourself, my brother. Colin Bell, they give him a time, because I love going over Colin Bell and them run go over some other place where they give him a time. But me not have the patience with dirty thinking water. Me I tell the truth, you know. Me know you don't want to talk to him, but him go over Colin Bell with him lie. And Colin Bell, they give him a time and give him a chance. So I don't have the patience with them two lie now. Right now, we just want I'm a be a stage of my have tough tongue can't come in now, because we back him up in my minister. When I want water now, he definitely just lie and spin. And then Chum they come over here already and I talk about, remember him not eat rice when it at him know me have him up for that. Him know me and him must see work and not see him really nothing at all. The next 10, 20. Listen, if he may say me there east, he better don't come there and go west. He makes a piece of shit. I remember him come put up some food this year. I remember some of very fond memory, he's a piece of shit. So what attack for go away? You understand him too disrespectful. I remember him just run pan everybody thing and then him try for bully, you know. Me I tell him say, hey boy, no come on here, you know. He say if him that come look at that argument, brother. No problem, you know. But when you go right up on me thing and write out all that thing, you know, so me have him half for that, no. Eh? But if you run him, my man, him out of brother. You see? Like you want to bring threat and out that like him can't threaten. No, look at him and big and nasty. Eh? That guy's a piece of shit. Him to go away. Very out man.
Well,
yes.
Well, you know, I mean, let me show you something.
Yes.
We are more than 100% confident, right? In terms of delivering our material.
Of course.
And finish the proper research and
yes,
we fear no guy we don't fear.
None.
Right?
So if him that come, brother. Yes. If him that come like that and say we could challenge me, we don't have no problem. But we come put big chat for thing like, you know, like him threaten people all the time and him run over here. So I put him in a place and tell you something. You couldn't be nearby, you know. Kind of a move same time to him a punk. You come like him, yes, I'm not take talk. Him a idiot. I mean, I want to think enough of himself for do what we are all government accountable, you know. Him don't know me, you know. Don't, you can't know me neither. Say, don't do that. Move. If you want to talk, him could have come on the program and talk, my brother. He could have said, loan some at me. You understand? But when him go make him write him out of that thing now, yeah, when him write him out of that thing now, we not like you want bully people, you know. Remember, we don't take bully from the guy, you know. We never take bully from no guy. I mean about to people, no at all, never. And in my state, where super granddad now about me about. You understand? Because what them doing is that they want to shut down everybody. So remember him that run over people place and go and that, and then him threaten you and then him. I say, what, you know, we are ramp with move, man. Boy, no come around with me, you know. So you see him go cool out himself.
We don't see family.
Yes.
Family. We don't see not one out there can shut down the Titans.
No, sir. No, sir. Whatever do, because remember, you know, what we are talking, we're only saying unassailably, no better. So we don't have no time for them and them garbage. We just remember, you know, we tell the people them say the light bill go up, you know, you see it, them start count that from November, brother. Remember the 28th of October, you know, the whole of November now, people have to pay a higher light bill, you know, brother. January it will raise again, you know, brother. It will raise every month. Because that mean, you know what that mean, brother? If you say over 6 months and you put it at 7%, maybe it will go higher than that each month too. That are still 42%. So them don't want to lick you one time. So them will give you piece by piece every month. So it a step each month, your light bill will just go up and double and triple or something. Then just a drop it in pan you. My God. I remember saying everything going up now, you know, brother. Food and everything going up, you know. How them I manage? Remember we tell you now. This is the reality. Yes, brother.
So if we start to experience this from JPS as it relates to the fourth quarter,
yes,
going into the first quarter,
yes,
right? So it is going to be extremely devastating, and the people of Jamaica,
of course,
we are telling them this. We are telling them this, that inflation is going to raise. You understand? Oh my God, it is going to suffering for this Jamaican.
Hey, Wired. Andrew, I tell them lies same time. Brother, but me tell you, never send that to you, because them have a play. I send them to you, right? As me done, I send them to you. Because them have a bump on the show. So you hear where think starting to say this morning, and you hear with JPS. Remember, you know, brother, what we tell them. So if me follow the agency and the thing themselves. So when me listen now, me not take nothing from Andrew Onis when JPS them attack the CEO and him raise it. So him tell them how you are give the approval already. Me follow JPS. Not what Pumpuss say. You say what the minister Abela him come tell. Where JPS say that stand. Not what Staten say. Our PIOJ say. So what we do, we go to the agency when them talk about it, we go and we see what I want. Where the PSOJ come say, you know, where Omar Azan say, you know, and what the other one the name and separate group of company, and the last one they in a September after election. Mahfood. Where John Mahfood, then they stand, not where Andrew say, our PIOJ say, and start, you know. Our Mahfood them say stop because of them import and export and sell the thing, and them are part of PIOJ. Right? So if them tell us the economy not good, and them may listen not on Jonas because they do politics, they do politicking. We're not stupid. So when them man they come out, come tell you, and them are, you know, say for them money if you and what them are do, and the amount of company, and them say, yo, my company down. Me can listen to Staten, and pay, unless me that goddamn jackass, and you know, man wilderness. I one of the chosen one them, you know. So me not listen to idiots. You understand? Yes, brother.
Those are the economic operators that we have to listen to.
Yeah,
right?
those they use the marks from. Yes.
They are running the operation.
Not PIOJ, not Staten. So me listen to who are run the operation. So it give me a clearer point for what we are talking. You see, me tell us how wiser than them by far, brother man. Yeah? So when we hear the politicians, them are do politicking. I know them listen to you can't say anything. And you tell us that the cow land on the moon and you listen that's a garbage. It's hard for man to go on the moon. You saying? So we not listen to Andrew on this. We are listening to JPS how them raise the money and who you are. So nobody can come twist that now. None. So me listen to the bulletin from JPS. You see? Me listen to the man them where them have like bars furniture, the bars say that and who, and you hear what going on with them, so you know we are really going in Jamaica. Not on Jonas, I be like I tell. Politicking. And not big mama, them are garbage. Yeah?
All right.
Yes,
Look
man.
at our way.
Yes.
Look at our way. This is what me and you come with now.
Yes.
Here what we are asking, right, and for the opposition to deal with as well, to identify as well from now.
Yes.
Watch this. Hurricane Beryl came, right, done minor damage to the economy.
Yes.
Right? Melissa came, done significant damage to the economy.
Yes.
This is what me and you know is going to ask.
Mm.
Is the Jamaica Labour Party current administration is now creating solid programs to help to mitigate the impact of future system? Do they have consistent drain cleaning program?
No.
Are they now looking at the situation to say, okay, all right, let us deepen our drain, expand them to contain higher volume of water going through them, right? Are they doing that? So now, while we are talking and do all what we can do, we realize that the Jamaica Labour Party still lives flat on their foot, lack of innovation.
Remember them not just start. All right. Baron, you know, so some vital points. So remember, I said what them doing when we are burn them out, them watch you know, because it's the same like I tell them, so if you go with them, do the black barrel them, the black jump them, and make them full them into there, send the tank, and then you give the people them the bucket for full. You know what? Andrew gonna give the people them the bucket for real. You notice how we talk. Remember when they think them in a Black River, we say no, you tell me say them dump this, and we say no, them have to sort out because it is secure. It have some hazardous material. Him say I sort them, you know. So it's like when you say yes, so it them use, although we are born them know say around here, so we not do tabloid, you know. But you have to give them ideas, because them have no idea. You remember Andrew them come out and tell us them run up and down 3 days, them don't know what to do. Them don't know what to do. So when you go to IMF, it more guide you how to spend the money now and everything. And that them want, I think I don't know what to do. Him know if you do handout, you know, you Kentucky and 7 can give a little 5 grand and them thing that thing good for you know. And then take PLI. And you don't know if you run a country, and you don't run country. And you depend on lies from ocean wide and them thing that be a lie them tell. But that is not the reality on the ground. And then people are get bad. It are get, I remember me tell them, you know. I mean, I said before, I mean, I start use my word more. Before them word shall pass away, heaven and earth shall. And we know heaven and earth now pass away. So we're not going to live to come see them things sooner than later. Sooner than later. See the light bill going up. Everything raised. We tell them, you know, Byron. Yeah, but you're pumpers. You're pumpers now. You're pumpers now. Ooh, when you give the money now, and it not, can we play that? Yeah, we're play that. Look up. Eh?
Wait, watch out.
Yes.
If you are going to borrow 450 million US dollars.
Yes.
Right, from IMF. You understand? How are you going to sustain that without an increase?
Then that we tell them it's impossible, better. To pay your and then pay back the loan and do a kind of thing. You're mad. Impossible.
All right, wait.
Yes.
More I'm here to talk about something. More I'm here to talk about something that if it happened, you know, you and I address this.
Yes.
Because what we are getting, we don't even know that the information coming from Fayetteville are Darrell Bars, right, relating to the 400 or 450 million from IMF. You understand? It's really true that 400 or 450 million dollars, you understand, will that IMF provided that for JPS to utilize. We don't know if that is true.
No, she come back and say them have talk, but it not go through yet. Because we have a tape with that. So that not go through, say yes. So what them do, them remember I be a lie them telling our and the IMF and them, you understand? So
exactly.
Yes, so me not even pay them come here and she come and she say, well, that you know, just a little time and go through and just she come back and make a speech, me have that too. Can I remember she asked it, you know. People have no sense in it, I'm me that, you know.
Yeah, let me finish the point of view because I want to drive it home. We don't want later down the line. We go learn, say, the 450 million
from the government
is Jamaica, the facility that
and that we are looking out for. We'd say it already, you know, earlier, you know, yes.
And we are telling people, you know, we have pushed out that before, you know.
Yeah.
We don't want to know, say, because it's according to Flavor. Flavor said the 150 million that we had given to JPS.
Yes.
It's a temporary loan. Because when JPS draw down on the 400 or 450 million that provided for them by the IMF, they will be getting back that 150 million. Now, let me say this. Right? We know this administration, you understand, have a really serious credibility deficit in it. And listen to people, if they have to use 450 million, if a Jamaica has to facilitate that loan, we have a problem. We have a serious problem with that.
Of course.
Because that is going to shorten, you understand, the entire program in terms of restructuring of many people, restructuring of homes that are affected by many people.
Yes.
Right? And so then that is going to come to a ripple effect. If you have to use that, and that is one of the reasons why now we have been told the only thing that we are borrowing from IMF is 3.4, you understand, billion US dollars. And that is what we're supposed to pay tax on. So 3.4. You understand? But the way Andrew Wallace sold it in Parliament to say that is his administration the biggest money and give some breakdown as it relates to 6.7 billion US dollars. You understand? It is cause for concern that we need to know the truth. And the questions that the oppositions are asking in Parliament, you understand, they are right questions. Those are the questions that need to be answered. Then can't grow the question. You understand? I want to keep Jamaican people in the dark. And that is what they are doing. And we are saying to them, you understand, that the opposition must have a voice because the opposition is executing their responsibility. Their responsibility is to constructively critique the government.
Yes.
You understand, in areas where they are supposed to be, where they're supposed to be critiqued. So you can't have a direct voice who want to send a narrative out there as if the opposition has no sense of importance, you understand, to question the government. You understand? It's the same sort of politics that are practicing in the Parliament. You understand? Him needs to go to prison. Him needs to go to prison because if he believes that we're going to finish with the $1.4 billion wine news and buy only 60 buses, he make a sad mistake.
Yes. Yeah, man. Him to go away, man.
You know, I'm going to beat him. Let me beat him until we get justice.
Brother, but remember play the last video before we even move. I want you hear back a little piece of pump bars when say, I say, we can't find a video. Let me say for that one there. Let me say for that one there. Let me say for that one there. Let me see this.
Ladies and gentlemen, I want to close on the issue of the JPS restoration.
No, let me this. Let me say the video more play. Be that guy, because that be like boom bars come up with, you know. More hear when them say them not gonna pay no taxes while I'm lend the money, you know. But that's why come on them hear Pumbas I say it. Because Pumbas lying or Pumbas the same not him not say nothing like this, you know. Different JPS 2 million. Alright, so this, let me see this. Let me see this. Justify, I'm gonna hear this.
$50 million. What the leader of the opposition is saying.
Let me make you hear this. Hear what I'm saying. This is what
the leader of the opposition is saying is that we must not start the restoration immediately.
You hear this?
We must allow the people to continue to suffer while we negotiate and try and find a way to find $200 additional million.
So leader of the opposition never say that. But continue.
Which would set us back for restoration, not by June, April or May, but probably...
Let me show you what is a classified dunce. Classic dunce. All right, look on this. Just hear this, brother. Now, if you want 450 million, and somebody will give you 150 million, or that will give you 100% by January. That makes sense, people?
It can't make sense.
If you forget 1/3 of the money where you want, or you have done the whole thing, and then by the way, again, if you have 150,000 billion lit down, what the people them put them like, remember the customer the JPS work right now, not just the light post, you know. Or there is a customer get attached back to JPS when them do have a home. You can't have 100% by January. When my talk is bullshit, I'm very done, you know. No watch no school them do. You have a lot of educated fools, yeah? Yes, so you have to dissect them. Hear this.
2 to 3 more months after that, by the time that negotiation is completed. So, as I said, that's a quote from the leader of opposition. And my response is, as Minister of Energy, as a Jamaican, as someone who has been to the hardest hit areas, seeing the people suffering without electricity, I cannot agree with withholding funds that will accelerate the restoration of...
Remember, Jamaica, the government is not a bank, but you cannot agree of holding funds. You just listen
the recovery process until JPS sources the other $200 million.
Sources of the money.
It would be unfair and unjust to the people of St. James, Westmoreland, Hanover, Trelawney, St. Ann, and other less affected areas. The $150 million will be the difference between people getting back light as early as Christmas 2025 and latest end of January, February 26, as against June 2026. I also want to say that I made a miscalculation, and overnight I was able to get it corrected. There's an application, Brother Desmond, at the OUR for the last $50 million in the emergency fund. So the figure is no longer 200 million. Overnight, it's $150 million, making it that much easier. So I had a discussion with the OUR this morning. The documentation is in front of them, and based on all that has happened, I don't see how an approval will not be given for the disbursement of that $50 million. So that's great news. I'll answer 2 other issues that were raised. Member Paulwell mentioned about legislation being in place where people can't share electricity in disasters.
No, I want number 1. All right.
I've asked my legal...
And the one, yeah. The one where I say the increase, brother, I want to hear the increase. Let me say which one when I say on the increase. I'm going to go back to that one, yeah. Because I have one where I tell about the increase, you know. And the increase more I hear him say, why I'm getting money, let me say for that one, yeah. Let me say for that one, yeah. Want to play back the one with where him say the increase.
Ladies and gentlemen, I want to close.
All right, listen this.
On the issue of the JPS restoration.
All right, listen this.
I want to be very clear in relation to reiterating some of the information that I've already stated, just out of an abundance of caution and to quiet the miscommunication and the noise.
Listen this, brother.
Last Tuesday, I'd have made a statement outlining the decision of the government to lend the JPS $150 million in relation to restoration, early restoration. This came on the basis that their projections were taking us to April, May, and possibly June 2026, based on their current cash flow. Let me indicate again that the loan was a decision recommended and supported by the Ministry of Finance.
But she saw him. You hear the lie, brother. Me tell it to be a lie. Continue. Because she saw him, you know. She saw him. Him say recommended and financed by the Ministry of Finance.
Approved by
lie. All right, continue.
To lend the JPS the $150 million specifically to fast-track restoration, moving us from 82%, where we are now, to 90% by Christmas, New Year.
Christmas, New Year, that's next week. Christmas, New Year. Remember, you know, people, them hosting a bill back. Them never start get the grant, and at January, they might get the grant. They think the host them not come, the host them not bill back. But yes, still, them are the 90% January.
And 100% by end of January.
People, you know, say impossible task. That means the country fix back. Tell me if this guy bright. When them send him at school, him there in a bird bush, I look out for stronger bird for launch him career from the early 80s. Eh? Shoot bird a bird bush. Because when I talk no make no sense. If JPS get back up, fix back another 100% customer, that means them are attached by your house. That means the house them that fix back by January, don't it? And that it mean JPS cannot have a 100% customer by January. Impossible. The one of them place don't have a bill back. 100,000 house pop down, you know. And business place, you know. Eh? Where the light are attached pan. Remember the customer count, you know. So you get 100%, you know. So when I talk is bullshit here. Continue.
That would mean taking on 300 additional linesmen on top of the 170 that are here now. Without that money, the 170 linesmen would have been decommissioned this week, meaning that they would be decommissioned.
That's a lie again. JPS never tell that.
No
JPS a
funding to pay them.
Like him I tell you now. Me I tell you because I listen to the CEO. When him say him carry even more and it documented, can I play it, me have it. 320 linesmen them have before even this money come into play. Like him I tell. The matter of fact, them they carrying 70 before even the thing start, then them carry the rest. And it's sure when them come through the airport and everything. And like him I tell. Continue.
So the $150 million goes towards keeping those 170 linesmen in Jamaica.
Yes.
And adding another 300 linesmen. That comes with the equipment,
yes,
the trucks, and all that you see currently on the road now that 170 linesmen are doing. That decision was made to get us out of...
It can't come with the equipment and the truck and where you see the man them do. Because he not released the money yet. Never released the money. Me tell you, them dangerous. Continue.
Having to give any sort of extension on
the
existing license.
Listen this.
This minister and this government made a commitment to the people of Jamaica
that
the license that expired in 2027 would not be renewed on the same terms which we...
So I tell you the same terms, say I get cheaper light. Me ask him how.
We all know and agree that the license is 25 years old. It was flawed from day one, and it's...
Uncle flawed that you and Andrew Onis and the whole administration. Criminal administration.
It's even more flawed based on the time that has elapsed and what the energy landscape does now. So in order for us not to grant the 15 years that was asked for by JPS,
get this better,
and the 8 to 10 years that the multilaterals asked for to fund the JPS, we decided to be a responsible caring government and lend the $150 million for 5 years with simple terms.
That's not be burden.
5.5%, which is very concessionary because we don't want a pass-through for increased bills because...
Play back! Yeah, Byron, listen.
We decided...
Byron, listen this.
...to be a responsible caring government and lend the $150 million.
Listen, why?
For 5 years.
Byron.
With simple terms.
Listen.
5.5%, which is very concessionary because we don't want a pass-through for increased bills because of interest rates.
So now want a pass-through of increased bills because of interest rates. So the bill gone up now. So when you're asking all that well, PUMPUS. When I say now, brother, Cap JPS always going right for over 6 months straight, you know. So I say I do this on a little interest rate, so you're not gonna get no interest, you're not gonna get no raise a bill. And that's him just saying, you know.
Yes.
So when it come out a fee out, where am I tell me now?
You know why I laugh?
Yes.
Here it is again. We catch him in a fair lie.
Let me not tell you better.
Again why they don't want the people to listen to us.
Ah.
You understand? When we bring these facts.
All right.
Before. Now, so obviously, right, we know that, you understand, is not true. But what I'm interested in him to address, Wayne, is the so-called 82% readiness that he spoke about.
Yes.
So my question to Darrell was that the 82% readiness that he had spoken about, it has to do with commercial use as it relates to commercial entities, as it relates to the 82% readiness.
All right.
Or is he talking, hold on a minute, or is he talking to the wide scale of JPS customers? Because if he's addressing that as it relates to the 82% of the wide scale JPS customers, then that is a lie from the
No, brother, all right. Well, I know before you say something, Byron. All right, JPS customer, you know. That's how they make money. So if you have 100,000 home gone down and them detached from JPS, it gone down, there is no way in a earth. So them can see a business place when them have how much home to go run because so they make money, you know, brother. The one of that count, the business place lock down you there, your house are run 24 hours. You understand? So you use AC, you use this, so they make a lot of money from these residential area houses. So JPS, them customer, when you lose customer, it's bad for you. Everything them attack. So it couldn't be 100% impossible again. When attack is bullshit, brother. You understand?
Right, so
and him can't twist that, you know. Yes.
So here it is.
Yes.
If you are addressing, you understand the wide scale coverage of JPS client base.
Yes.
Well, that is a lie from the pit of hell.
Of course.
That's a lie from the pit of hell because we know that Westmoreland, you understand, majority of the people, right, no restoration of electricity, right, for majority of the people.
Yes.
You have in the commercial constituency,
yes,
right, majority of the people there, right, has no electricity restoration, right, and you're talking about St. Elizabeth.
Yes.
There are a lot of people got damaged, you understand. I mean, a significant amount of the people have no electricity restoration there.
Yes.
So what is it? It is the blatant lies.
Let me tell you.
You know the next thing about
and then you know, but no leave out that before you go. So if you, Byron, say you want 450 million US, or you gotta take 150 million and do the whole job, January you get 100%. You know, that makes sense to you, brother? Or JPF to take 150 million and do what 450 million for do. It make any sense, people?
It cannot be done.
Them not tell us a garbage, man. If don't say I'm not hear what I'm saying, brother. But this them not like when you dissect these things.
All right, hold on a minute. There's an apparent inconsistency between Flavor and
him. Yes.
Because what
Flavor said him asks it, him said she.
No, you mess with it.
When
Flavor said
yes.
The 150 million US dollars
yes
can deal with full restoration, you know.
Yeah, him said too. Him said too. Him said 100% January. But no, but what Flavor said do you know, Byron? Flavor said when you ask her, she said if you talk to him because a film idea. But him say a Flavor pass it, a Flavor them come up with it. And that him made us play it, you know, that him say, you know. Back and come up with it, the idea.
All right, wait.
Yes.
Wait. What Flavor is doing, Flavor is shifting from certain questions.
Yes.
To answer them. Flavor is a big shifter.
Yes.
Understand? Because Flavor is just simply incompetent.
No, because she can't do nothing. Brother.
Flavor is the financial minister. He's the financial minister of finance, you know.
Yeah.
So then Flavor have to sign a and such agreement.
Yes, but them tell her what to do, I should do it, you know. And she run it, you know, brother. All right, you see, like, how light and that because finance minister can't talk about any one about them send money, you know. And that finance minister, so you could have asked them about any, because remember them a finance all of the ministry them. So them could have answer you and say, yes, some money I go there for that and that and that. She can't talk, you know, brother. She have to have three, she have to have Zeverman run her, Zeverman and that woman.
Yeah. That is not a LT system.
No, that's how them put her there and you can get where you want, brother. Them get where they want, them just say you sign on this. She don't know what she do.
So that means her flavor has been micromanaged.
Of course. You know, see around there. You know, see I know she alone around there. You know, see Zeverman in her ears. You know, see the other woman there in her ears too. You know, see them want to get water for drink. She look like she can manage her work. Them go to school and say, yeah, I'm going to sign off on this. She don't know what she had done at all. She just did it.
So we'll land it now.
Yes.
So we'll land it. That is robbery of the purse.
Of course.
And let me define it here. When we say robbery of the purse, if you're taking up pretty near almost $20 million a year to give to flavor, you understand, for work not being done.
Cash it out of the work, brother.
Exactly.
She's a figurehead.
Isn't that frauding the system?
Of course, she's a figurehead. She does hold the space, yeah. She's a space holder. So anything what Andrew want to do, it go through. And I like, you have a man that say, yo, I'm not put my career paddle. And I like how you have Peter Phillips and them know where man do you come talk and thing. You have to have flavor with them on and ears and Madam Speaker. I see him such a sound in the people. Madam Speaker. Mummy, boy, bad for Mummy. Mummy return.
The government are just wicked to the taxpayers.
Yeah, man.
The taxpayers on a daily basis.
Yes.
You know, hey, fam, we have to go run, you know.
Yeah, man, me there, brother. Me there. Yeah, later. All right, brother. People, me there, you know. Later here, we're up. I'm out, bless.
We are beat it till the hammer burn. We now make them get in on them and again. None of them boy that we none of them. We in lump sum we are beat it till the hammer burn. We now make them get in on them and again. None of them boy that we none of them. We alone some rise up the bomb and
when people like the government of a country, it's the servants protect the people of that country, not to put them life in misery. You understand me, Luciano? Over there, man.
Government, stop pressuring the poor.
Oppression.
Politicians, your judgment coming for so. It's a government in your regiment. Stop pressuring the poor.
Can't take it no more,
Politicians, your judgment coming for so.
Yo, politician with the evilest mission, who no we blame. Too money and power and fame. We're gonna go friend up the youth, them really don't believe. Get them big boy.